Patriots goal! 19 seconds into the season.
And saved by Jaden Man.
Christian Beckett ties the goal scoring record. And saved by Man. Gets across, gets the rebound.
All right, welcome back. It has been a long time since we've been back here in Valley Ranch for some DBU hockey here at home after a crazy winter storm a couple weeks ago that postponed the game against Missouri State, and then last weekend the game's getting canceled last minute by Colorado Springs. The DBU Patriots finally have an opponent to play here in Dallas as they welcome in the University of Texas at San Antonio Roadrunners, a team that comes in with a 15-7-1 record. And following the forfeits from UCCS last week, the DBU Patriots come into this game at a record of 7-13-3, really playing better hockey as of late compared to the first half of the season. And welcome into my broadcast partner, David, just now joining us.
Yes, thank you. It's been a minute. I mean, the last time we streamed a game was back, I think, in early November.
November 15th.
Yeah, we've had a few cancellations, but it's nice for the boys to be back out on the ice, ready to go against UTSA tonight.
Yeah, and as we really look at the lineups for the teams tonight, we've noticed they have thinned out for the DBU Patriots, losing a bunch of key players with their leading goal scorer at the end of the first half of the season. He's gone. Colin Gorman out for the season with a broken leg. Mikey Fernandez with a torn MCL, as we noted from the Tech series.
Yeah, the amount of absences, injuries, obstacles that have been thrown towards DBU this season is something, I mean, it's nothing like they've ever seen before. This team has been battling through adversity, and on top of that, they've only got one senior to try and lead them through the season. They were already in kind of a very young year as they've got so many freshmen on the team already, and then they're battling the injuries. They're battling bad grades. They're battling some people missing hockey games. I mean, it's just been a rough season for them, but it's been nice to see up on the scoreboard that they've been able to actually continue to compete against some of these teams and stay out there on the ice and continue to play, even after all this adversity has been hitting them.
Yeah, so some notable losses. Really, we'll just go through all the guys who are no longer here on the team coming in to tonight. They no longer have Josh Vasey, Mikey Fernandez, Colin Gorman, Tyler Volkanczyk, Vallis Owen, and also Dylan Haynes. So they're down a multitude of guys and also Daniel Syme and Theo Nielsen. So all those guys who started the season with the team are no longer playing for the rest of the season.
Which you mentioned, Mikey Fernandez is also out.
Yes, Mikey Fernandez. So
I mean,
about almost a third of the roster is gone.
It's unlike anything this organization, I believe, has ever seen with the amount of players that have just not been able to continue the year for one reason or another.
Yeah, and Martin Sorelli also a notable player who scratched for tonight. So the team is playing with just 3 forward lines and 2 defensive pairings and 2 goalies.
But you know, with all the absences, it's actually impressive they're able to still build a roster that large of 3 forward lines and 2 deep pair. I know a couple years ago, DBU, their full roster, you know, nobody injured. They only had 12 guys out there on the ice, so just a testament to how far this group of guys have come and the bright future they've got ahead of them if they can stay healthy and get a good batch of guys going forward.
Yeah, a good shout out for Austin Fowler for doing the job of recruiting for this team. He's put together a great group of guys, and really, as you'll hear later in interviews with Logan McKenzie and head coach Jason Hilliard, they both say that as the locker room is thinned out in the second half of the season, the guys have really come together and played as a team, each person knowing that they have to step up now, and not just knowing that, but also putting that into action as they, coming back from break, went down to Houston, beat the Cougars 10-2 in the Friday night tilt, and then 6-2 following day on Saturday after coming back home. And the following weekend was supposed to be Missouri State, but we had the ice storm. It was unsafe for them to travel and for us to play these games, so they got postponed to the Sunday and then before President's Day, and President's Day as well. And then last weekend, they're supposed to play the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. Got a text from the team, 2 p.m. day of game. Game starts at 8:30, that they weren't able to make the trip and had to cancel those games and forfeit. So Friday night, the team scrimmaged each other, and Saturday they were able to get a matchup against UNC. It was a non-contact scrimmage, but still, DBU put up a good fight against the UNC Mean Green. only losing by a score of 7-6, which really is a testament to how far they've come. And I know, David, you got to play in that, so that was nice for you.
Yeah, suiting back up in the uniform. Now, obviously, unfortunate scenarios. We've got injuries, we've got the adversity that they're battling, but also, I mean, by the way it sounds, maybe a little bit mixed in there, a little bit of addition by subtraction. You know, maybe weeding out some of the guys that weren't as committed as everybody else, and definitely have the core group still out there on the ice with them, the hard workers. So, I mean, obviously you say the score of the UNT game last week. I mean, UNT is a team where they were not expecting to keep that as close as they did. Earlier on in the season, DBU played against SMU and got absolutely destroyed. SMU, a team that actually lost to UNT in overtime earlier in this season as well. So I don't know if UNT maybe let off the gas a little bit, but either way, DBU definitely stepped up last weekend, and hopefully they can perform somewhat like that again this week against UTSA.
Yeah, you have to give credit to the guys who are out there still dressing for DBU. They very well could have folded after losing all the players and just said, that's it for this season, maybe we'll try again next year. But no, they stepped up, and since then, they've started playing the best hockey they've been playing all year. So we'll look for them to carry that over against a good UTSA team that comes into town tonight. And as we near the end of warm-ups, getting ready for puck drop, David, what is something that you're looking for DBU to do in order to win this game tonight?
Well, DBU with the short manage that they have tonight, they're going to have to try and manage the game clock. They're going to have to try and manage their stamina, and they're going to have to try and manage possession of the puck. I think, I mean, obviously they're going to get a little bit ran around. They need to keep quick shifts to managing that game clock. They need to get on the ice, get off the ice quick, and they need to make sure that they're not caught in their own defensive zone for a long period of time. Obviously, they've got Pono Madrigal behind them. He's going to save as much as he can, and we've seen him just put up monster performances in this season already so far, so they've got no doubt about the guy behind them, and they just need to keep it a little bit of that tension off of him and get some of that tension in the other team's zone.
Yeah, so we're getting close to puck drop, but interesting to note, the starting lineup for tonight for the Force, this is the first time that any of them have started in a collegiate game. Really, the three freshmen really playing great together and have been carrying the team offensively the last couple weeks, so they've earned that start, but the key for them is not to let off, but instead go out there and show that they deserve to be that line to start the game out there. So here in a moment, we'll turn it over to public address announcer Gideon, and you'll hear him announce what the starting lineup is. Christian Kinsella, Spencer Hilliard, Alan Garivovich, three freshmen on the forward line, and then Marley Ross and Owen Sally to start the game on defense. And as you noted, David, Pono Madrigal, really the anchor behind the net for DBU this season, holding him in games that maybe sometimes they shouldn't be in, is in net tonight.
And we saw a performance out of him last week. I know we didn't stream that one, so viewers at home didn't get to see him, but I believe almost 60 shots put up on goal. Similar amount of shots going up against the UNT goaltender, and obviously UNT being a great team at that. So him being able to stay in that is a testament of that.
To the Valley Ranch
So let's go ahead and turn it over to public address announcer
against the
Harden.
UTSA Roadrunners and your DBU Patriots. Now for the starting lineup for the Roadrunners. At forward, number 12, Joshua LeConte. At forward, number 63, Jackson Stubblefield. 8 at forward, number 57, Owen Reel. On defense, number 2, Jordan Nolan. On defense, number 16, Evan Grant. Goalie for the Roadrunners, number 1, Joe Sprackett. Head coach of the Roadrunners, Zach Swank. And now, it's time for the starting lineup for your DBU Patriots. At right wing, freshman from St. Louis, Missouri, number 11, Alan Garibovich. At center, freshman from Dallas, Texas, number 5, Spencer Hilliard. At left wing, freshman from Tampa Bay, Florida, number 17, Christian Kinsella. On defense, Freshman from Homer City, Pennsylvania, number 16, Owen Sally. On defense, senior from San Antonio, Texas, number 20, Marley Ross. And between the pipes for the Patriots tonight, freshman from Manteca, California, number 29, Pono Madrigal. Head coach of the Patriots, Jason Hilliard. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we're moments away from puck drop. Thank you, Gideon, for giving us our starting lineups for tonight. And this teams are getting set to face off. Patriots, that third line, or freshman line, starting tonight, first line, with Kinsella, Hilliard, and Garibovic. They have been on a tear as of late. They had a weekend in Houston with Garibovic getting a hat trick on that Friday night game, Kinsella getting 2 goals, and Hilliard getting his first career goal on the college level. So congratulations to him. And then the next night, we saw more scoring.
Ready for Patriot hockey.
This spot.
Gideon coming in there and cutting you off a little bit there. But yeah, that line has been on fire lately. Some criticism I got to give to them, though. They always seem to do it on the road. Let's see if they can put something in the net at home here.
Yes, it looks to carry it over as the puck is dropped and won by the Patriots. Sally gets to the red line, tries to send it low. Roadrunners clear it out to neutral zone. Ross along the board trying to connect with Garibovic, unable to receive that pass. Now UTSA working the other way. They send it deep. Ross goes in. He's pursued by Lacombe. Dallas native making his homecoming game from Carrollton, Texas, so not too far from the rink. He's looking to have a bit of a homecoming game for himself as that shot is knocked down in traffic. Firing from the point there. Unable to get that through. That was Jordan Nolan, the grad student for the Roadrunners. Now Sally gets the puck, moves it to his D partner Ross. Ross goes all the way behind his own cage. Now slows off, trying to chip it up ahead. That one is knocked down. Now fighting for it, Stubblefield. Puck rims back along, sent deep by Nolan. Ross with the puck, pursued on the forecheck as Devereaux for UTSA. But the Patriots able to clear the zone. Now we see them going for their first change. Now Garibovic has the puck, leads it for McKenzie. Logan McKenzie makes a move to get around defender, trying to get to Garibovic, has his stick lifted. Puck goes to the corner, Wilhelm gets it. Wilhelm looking for a centering feed just behind Luke Bradley. Now skating the other way is Blum. Moves it, trying to move up ahead to Source. Puck gets caught in his skates. The Roadrunners back in their own zone.
And a great play on a perfectly timed change there by Logan McKenzie to go in on the 2-on-1. Just couldn't quite connect on that pass across the crease.
And that one gets blown down for a hand pass or first whistle. No shots on goal, a minute and a half into this one. And also interesting to note, number 11, the leading point scorer for UTSA, Jalen Mendez, has 20 goals. He's a former DBU Patriot. He's a junior now. He played his freshman year with DBU, and after that went to UTSA, so bit of a homecoming game for him back with where he used to play. So D-Man takes a tumble. That gives Zonana a chance. Zonana on his forehand, fires and scores! Jesse Zonana takes advantage of the defender slipping, and DBU goes up early in this one.
Mistakes in this game are going to be paid for, as we saw right there. The defender fell over, lost his footing. Doesn't matter how it happened because Zonana takes his opportunity, blows by him, and shoots it low blocker side for a good goal.
And that's Jesse Zonana's 10th goal of the season. Now the second
Patriots goal! Scoring his 10th of the season, number 9, Jesse Zonana.
And I know
assisted by number 7, your captain, Logan McKenzie.
And so early goal from Jesse Zonana. His dad and mom making the trip all the way from Nashville to Dallas to see him play, and they get that trip made worth it right away. Just a minute and a half in, Zonana gives DBU the lead. Now Zonana with the puck slows down, moves up ahead to Wilhelm. Wilhelm has a gap, trying to split 3 defenders, has the puck taken away by Alexander Howell, the freshman. Now racing in is Mannanen. Mannanen first to it. Puck is sent along. Now Bradley moves it to Zonana. Zonana slowing down. That was Ridings, my apologies. Zonana has the puck, trying to split it. Ridings has the puck, trying to go around the net. Ridings looking for someone in front. Good stick there, breaks that one up from the assistant captain, number 24, Corey Devereaux.
Great play by Ridings there behind the net to fake out the goalie. Just couldn't find anybody up in front. If he could, that was a good goal there.
Yeah, it was the right idea, just nobody home there. Now Zonana with the puck again. Lexus to send a soft one in on Joe Spracklin. Interesting to note, the starting goalie for the UTSA Roadrunners, he's a 40-year-old who's pursuing his master's degree. While many that age are playing beer league hockey, he's playing competitive ACHA hockey, so good for him.
I got to be honest, the first time you told me how old this goalie was, I thought you were joking. I thought you were joking.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool story for him to go back to college to pursue a master's degree and also get the benefit of being able to play hockey on top of that. And I'm sure the guys on the team love him, so he makes that save after getting an early one.
Certainly a veteran presence on the team. That leadership,
Yes.
I'm sure, is shown in the locker room.
Veteran to be sure. And that one, a golden opportunity for Gressel after Sorelli fired up from the point, and it was blocked down by Roadrunner. Trickled right to Gressel, but went through the crease. Now Patriots send the puck in. Ridings first in on forecheck. UTSA looking to leave the zone, now working up ice. Sending the puck in there was Bylansky, freshman for UTSA. Now puck out in the neutral zone. Kinsella trying to take it away. Now Sorelli takes a hit to move it up ahead to Kinsella, and Kinsella sweeps it down into the corner. Garibovic on the forecheck pursuing Nolan. Garibovic takes that puck away, battling with Nolan to tie up along the boards. Hilliard steps in to try and move the puck. Now comes around to the near point. Ian Johnson holds it in, gets on his forehand, gets pestered, going down, sweeps it towards net. Now Garibovic tied up in the corner, puck along the boards with him. Garibovic moving the puck, now gets to McKenzie at the blue line, working towards the middle, firing that one, and gloved by Spracklin.
Yeah, so already we're seeing a great showing by DBU to start the game. Shots on goal read 6 for DBU and 0 for UTSA. Already DBU jumping ahead, getting the pressure on them. They just got to keep that going for the majority of the game. And where that'll get more difficult is as the game goes on, because they do have a short bench.
Yeah, so we'll meet our starting goaltender, since we didn't get a chance to do that earlier. For the visiting UTSA Roadrunners is number 1, Joe Spracklin, the grad student. He's coming in with an 8-3-1 record, a .306 goals against average, and has a .934 save percentage. And on the flip side for the DBU Patriots, they have Pono Madrigal, who has a .912 save percentage and a 3.57 goals against average. So pretty similar in numbers. But with the better record for UTSA, that does give Joe Spracklin a better record. But DBU with the first goal in this weekend series, looking to keep building off that and extend their lead. As a centering feed is in the blue paint, swept away. It was only white sweaters there to clear the puck and send it back to the UTSA zone. Now Granier moves the puck. UTSA turns it over. Kinsella holds on the blue line, trying to get around defender, has the puck poked momentarily, fans on a shot. Now Kinsella elects to send it low. UTSA gets to that puck, they move it along. Blum moves up ahead, and now the UTSA Roadrunners clear the zone. McKenzie carrying the puck through the neutral zone as he likes to do. Splits the defenders. McKenzie on his backhand trying to tuck that one in. A good play there to sweep that away. Granier clear that puck out of harm's way. Now 3-on-3 go the other way. Blum has it. He's met in the corner by Sally. Roadrunner trying to sweep it to the slot, intercepted. Now Bradley, a good move, trying to skate up ahead. 2-on-1 if he hurries, has help in Sally. Bradley elects to rip that one, fought off on the shoulder by Spracklin, out of play behind the goal.
So something I'm noticing already early on is UTSA, their strategy in the neutral zone, they like to hawk the guy with the puck. They've got multiple guys surrounding the guy that has possession of the puck. So DBU could take advantage of that as we go on. Look for them to spread out and get more passes to try and run the UTSA players around and maybe take advantage of their aggressiveness.
And as I say in basketball, if you have 2 players on you, that means someone is going to be open. So if DBU can take advantage of that, find an open man to create some seams, they'll be in a good position. The puck knocked off the stick of Corey Devereaux, who has 12 goals coming into this one. And UTSA is very top heavy with about 5 forwards really getting all the goals and the rest not as much scoring. And taken down, getting tripped there was Thad Bylansky. The Patriots going to penalty kill early in this one.
I don't know about that one. Maybe I didn't see it right. Didn't look like he got too much contact there. Hopefully we can load that back up.
Patriots penalty on number 19, Luke Bradley. 2 minutes for tripping.
Yeah, so I guess the referee saw the 2 collide there. The Roadrunner went down, and DBU faced with a penalty kill here early in this one as the penalty time is not moving on the scoreboard. See if they can get that fixed. Now UTSA looks to go the other way on the penalty kill. Now skating through, getting hit along the boards there. That's Mendez, the leading scorer for DBU, and rimmed and cleared by McKenzie. So good job there by Dawson Blue, really giving an early shove to the former Patriot and also the leading goal scorer for UTSA.
Yes, UTSA, you said DBU there for a second, but Mendez.
No, former DBU
yes,
player.
Yes.
Yeah, former DBU player. Now in the corner with it, Blum. Ross there pressuring him. Blum likes to send it down low off the boards. UTSA trying to set up the power play. Now they have space to skate. That's Trevino. Trevino has it, moves it to the slot, wide open backdoor and scored. What a play there by UTSA. Tic-tac-toe.
On the power play there for UTSA. Just a perfect play. Got the Patriots running around in their own zone, tape to tape, back over to tape. Madrigal had no chance.
Yeah, as soon as they got DBU spread out there, it was just a matter of poetry there as they got that one in the back of the net. So beautiful goal by UTSA, ties the game at 1, 12:52 to go.
Roadrunners penalty. Scoring, number 10, Jonathan Blum. Assisted by number 17, Travis Source. And number 5, Justin Trevino. Power play goal.
So Patriots looking to respond now. They have the puck in the offensive zone. Garibovich turns it over behind the net. Now UTSA, sauce pass to Source, trying to skate through the neutral zone. UTSA enters the DBU zone. Now shots fired. Madrigal makes the save, works that puck to the corner. Now on the blue line, fired. Is blocked in traffic, goes behind the net. Ian Johnson ties up his man along the board. Stepping in to help there is Lacombe. Now McKenzie with the puck. Trying to build speed going up ice. McKenzie gets away from one man. Skates into the UTSA zone. Working wide. Trying to center it. Kinsella has it. Sweeps it. That one is fought off there by Spracklin. Roadrunners pick up the loose puck and knocked down by a high stick by Mendez, so he's forced to go to the bench, and UTSA lets DBU get it.
And look at that, the player rushing up with the puck from coast to coast actually gets back and is the first person back behind the net to pick up the goal, or to pick up the puck behind the goal there again. So that's just a great hustle by the captain, Logan McKenzie, on that play, and here he goes again.
Yeah, good hustle, the captain leading through example. Splits the defenders, that one is off the pads of Spracklin. Now McKenzie trying to center it, intercepted by the Roadrunners. Now skating the other way with it, Manninen. Sends that one low. Madrigal with the save. Sally tying up his man and throwing a hit there, Hilliard. Now Sally trying to move the puck. Held in on the blue line by Granier. Madrigal makes a save, and that puck is swept ahead to Kinsella.
Well, puck tipped through traffic was almost disastrous, but a great read by Pono to pick up that through traffic and make the pad stop.
And Madrigal looking sharp in this one. The one goal, not much he could do is that passing was led to a backdoor tap-in goal. But so far, he's looking sharp as shots are closing in now, 10 for DBU, 6 for UTSA. Now Ross spins away from pressure. Turns the puck over. Good play there on the forecheck by UTSA. Ross is able to recover. Now looks to exit the zone. Springing up ahead. Puck bounces over Bradley's stick. Had a chance for a breakaway. No icing since he's there first. Looking for a centering feed. Pad save. Bradley gets hit. Ross firing from the point. That one's tipped.
Oh, what an opportunity that would have been if the puck didn't just jump over his stick at the blue line.
And UTSA waiting for help. Bradley trying to throw a hit back on the UTSA Roadrunners. Now Zonana has it, enters it 2-on-2. Zonana trying to split the defenders. Wilhelm has it momentarily, couldn't get a shot away. Source recovers the puck. Now skating the other way, Source evades a hip check from Blue, sends it low, sends it in. Glove down out of midair by Ross. He's trying to spring Blue there. Now Mendez has it. Moves it to Source. Source fires it. Madrigal makes the save. Rebound makes the save and covers onto that one, coming way out of his crease to make the save.
Bounces just a little bit frustrating on the side for the Patriots. They've gotten numerous amounts of chances in this early part of the first period, and just so many that are right there that just aren't quite it.
Yeah, you just got to keep up with that game, and eventually if you can get one of the bounces to go your way or not go against you, and cash in on that, that could be the difference in tonight's game. Now McKenzie with the puck, banks it off the glass, comes out. A chance for Blue on the breakaway. Dawson Blue going backhand save. Rebound, it's loose in the blue paint and scored! Luke Gressel crashing the crease, finds the loose puck and gets in the back of the net.
Great play, what hands, what puck control, possession, puck on a string as Dawson Blue goes through two defenders and gets the puck on goal. Maybe a little bit of a misstep by Spracklin as he doesn't cover up the rebound, and Patriots are able to get that second shot off to go in.
Yeah, we see on the replay Dawson Blue tried to go on his backhand. Spracklin left the crease wide open.
Scoring his fourth of the season.
There to tap
number
it
14, Luke Gressel. Assisted by number 28, Dawson Blue. And number 3, Caleb Ridings.
So DBU able to get that goal to put them back out in front. Now they send that second line out there with Dawson Blue, Caleb Ridings, and Luke Gressel, line that just scored to try and keep this at 2-1 game, and Madrigal makes the save.
Oh, a similar play to what we just saw as UTSA this time rushes up with the puck, little fancy dangles between the defensemen and gets a nice shot on Pono, able to cover the puck on this one though.
Yeah, we've seen so far through the first half of this frame that UTSA is struggling a little bit with their back check and making sure that they keep all 5 Patriots in front of them, not letting them get behind them. As we saw Jesse with the defender taking a tumble there, was able to get a break in to score, and then there Dawson Blue had a break, and that's what eventually led to the goal. So DBU, if you can keep looking for those headman passes, go for it. They're wide open so far in this one.
Yeah, lots of offense seen already in this game.
Ross up ahead to Gressel. Gressel touches it in, so no icing. Coming out of the net, Spracklin moves it along. Patriots able to keep it in momentarily. UTSA clears out to the neutral zone. That's Stubblefield, unable to move the puck. Dawson Blue sends it up ahead off the boards. Now in front of the UTSA bench, players fight for it. Gressel has it at his feet. Now slows down looking for options. Elects to move it to Garibovic. Garibovic trying to get around Trevino. Good play there. Now Garibovic still with the puck, looking for a centering feed. Cutting down that chance with Spracklin. Now UTSA races the other way. Good stick there by Kinsella, slows down the puck. Stubblefield has his momentum thrown off. Now Garibovic 3-on-2, drops it to Kinsella. Kinsella on the backhand, that one is sticked away to the corner. Odd man chance there to enter the zone for DBU. Hilliard sends it low. Garibovic tied up behind the net, so couldn't get to that puck. Now UTSA controls. Carrying the puck is Blum. Already with the goal, that one is fought off by Madrigal, makes the save. Controlled at the point. Intercepted by Garibovic. Now Garibovic trying to take the puck away.
Great play there by Garibovic. Looked like he actually banged his own stick on the ice to call for the pass from the Roadrunners, and they fell for it.
And now at the point, Nolan still with the puck, looking backdoor for Mendez, and that one is blocked in traffic. Now controlled at the point, Madrigal standing up, making the save. So DBU doing a good job so far, really keeping Jalen Mendez in check, the leading scorer for the UTSA Roadrunners.
And Madrigal making it look easy on that succession of shots.
Yeah, we look at DBU, their leading goal scorers, Logan McKenzie at 12 goals, and Jalen Mendez is at 20 that were recorded in ACHA. And there were a few games that weren't in there, so he could be even higher than that. Now Ian Johnson gets shoved down, moves along with his hand, getting back up now, has the puck. Trying to move it up ahead. That one is cut down by a stick of Travis Soares and deflected out of play.
Lots of action already in this first period. We've got a score of 2-1 and 15 shots on goal for the Patriots, 11 shots on goal for the Roadrunners.
And so DB really coming out and carrying over that hot momentum that they've been playing with. And they lead a good D2 UTSA team in this one. They're D2 independent matcha team. So not in a conference similar as Houston, who's also D2 independent. And then UNT was D2 TCHC. So they've been playing some good competition this month of January and February, and they've played up to that competition, which is what you love to see in terms of development and growth with this team. Now Johnson has the puck, still looking for his first goal. He and Sorelli are the only two Patriots that are addressed that don't have a goal so far, and Zonana taken down. So DBU going on
power play here.
DBU going on the power play. Zonana tripped up and going to the box is number 3, Nicholas Lai, the sophomore for the Roadrunners. So we get our first look at the DBU power play here.
Roadrunners penalty. Roadrunners penalty. Number 3, Nicholas Lai. 2 minutes for holding. And with that, your DBU Patriots are on the power play.
So for those of you at home that didn't get to see what just happened, Gideon picked up the mic for the broadcast audio, but not the mic for the in-house audio. So only you guys heard that first audio right there. Nobody in the arena actually heard that until he picked up the second mic.
It's been almost 3 months since we've last played a home game here. About 2 months since we last played a home game. So we're all rusty here, but we're enjoying being back in the house for some Patriot hockey. Now shorthanded, trying to look for a man in front. Roadrunners turned over. Now McKenzie gliding through the neutral zone, working to the front of the net. It's loose. Wilhelm sends that just over the net. McKenzie doesn't realize it's at his feet. Comes the Roadrunners, now a chance to clear. Now slowing down from a check there. Mendez was trying to hit Zonana. Zonana smartly slowed down and then got the puck. Now Zonana with it. Rims it around. Another Roadrunner taking the tumble there. See if the Patriots can take advantage. Gets back up.
Wonder if that's the same guy. Does he need a skate sharpener?
I believe that might be Justin Trevino. Might need to sharpen his skates after this intermission.
Change out the blades.
The Roadrunner is able to get that and clear it. And we have roughly about 50 seconds to go on this power play. McKenzie, nice move to get around one defender. And McKenzie strong with the puck. Good edge work there. And covered and held onto by Spracklin. So we haven't really seen DBU get set up on their power play yet and force the Roadrunner penalty kill into action. It's kind of just been get in, turn it over, and clear it and retrieve. So we're looking to carry that, switch that up here with the second power play unit.
We've also got an issue with the time on the clock, so it looks like they're trying to figure that out right now.
It should be roughly about 35 seconds. So we have our wonderful Annie Wilson. We have a wonderful Annie Wilson keeping track of the scoreboard here, doing a good job. So we have that time on our broadcast. Now in the neutral zone, Patriots have it. Ross banking up ahead to Hilliard. Hilliard slows down and enters, moves it all the way across. Ridings has the puck poked off and out to the neutral zone. McKenzie has it. Just 30 seconds to go here on this power play.
A little bit less.
A little bit less, about three quarters of the way through.
We're not quite sure they didn't get it fixed on the clock in the arena here. They're just telling the player a time to leave, and it looks like that's about now. So we'll be back to even strength for the remainder of this first period.
So not much happening there on the Patriots' first power play of this game. They only get one shot on that. So I think another power play later in the game, they'll look to turn that around. Now Stubblefield lines up with Wilhelm. We have some players cheating for some space over there. Linesman tells them to go back to their position. Now two centermen tie up, stepping in for help. Roadrunner is able to control off the faceoff in the corner. Fired from a sharp angle, that one rims along the glass. Grenier sends it low. Going to retrieve the puck is Lacombe. Lacombe has it, kicked out by Wilhelm. Now Zonana chips up ahead. A chance for a 2-on-1 if he hurries to. Zonana hustling, but getting back, Nolan retrieves the puck and rims it along. Now Dow trying to clear the zone. Patriots keeping it right there on that blue line. Now squeaks out to the neutral zone. Ross has it, has a chance to skate the puck in. He'll do so, trying to split a defender. Turns the puck over in the process, and Grenier moves it along. Now Bradley with the puck. Sends it around to the far corner. Zonana now. Retreats back to the point. Now begins to work low along the near boards. Zonana in the near corner, still with the puck. Now able to move to Bradley. Sally keeps it in. And a penalty called here.
Looks like it's going to be on Tyson Wilhelm.
Yeah, so Tyson Wilhelm.
In a minute.
Offensive zone penalties are what will drive coaches nuts. You're 200 feet away from your own goal taking penalties, and now the UTSA power play, it's 1-for-1, gets a chance to try and draw even in this one.
Patriots penalty, number 22, Tyson Wilhelm. 2 minutes for cross-check.
So I guess it was somewhere in front of the net there that they saw a cross-check.
We saw a little shove. It was a little hard to see on our broadcast here, but either way, they'll serve 2 minutes.
Bylansky with the puck. Now in the slot, the feet of Blum, who has the power play goal earlier, beneficiary of some great passing, turns the puck over, taken away by Dawson Blue, trying to kill time by holding that puck along the boards. Patriots fighting to keep it there. The Roadrunners trying to move it along desperately, and now it finally comes to the corner where Mendez has it, moves it to Bylansky. Mendez turns it over, but right to Bylansky, who's at the point, moves it to the far side, and now swept low behind the Patriot goal. That's Trevino. Now comes to the slot. Bylansky, Madrigal coming out of his net, challenges the shot and makes the save.
Good save by Madrigal after that succession there. Obviously, we saw them get the power play goal earlier in this first period, and DBU just trying to stop this very good power play unit that we've seen from UTSA.
Yeah, so we're still having issues with the in-house penalty clock, but we have it along on our broadcasts to give us a general idea. Now faking a shot, Nolan moves it to Mendez. Mendez, a good move to work to the slot. That one's fired. Madrigal getting a shoulder there. Good position on that one, able to keep it out. Now Ross spinning it around. Now it comes out to the neutral zone about halfway through. It's power play number 2 for UTSA.
Yeah, very aggressive and so far very efficient on the power play. Definitely something DBU is going to want to lock up because UTSA has been all over it.
Now the puck controlled in the corner by Mendez. Moves it to the face-off dots. Now working to the far near side. Source holding the puck, goes all the way around the ice, looking for Mendez, cutting the slot. Pass is intercepted. Gressel trying to clear it, has his stick lifted. Now is able to get that one, firing it just past Nolan on the blue point. Comes out to the neutral zone. Now Nolan with the puck, skates it back in for UTSA. Works behind the DB zone, looking for someone in front in the slot. Patriots cover that well. Ross able to move it to Garibovic. Now Garibovic has the puck. Holding on to it, gets around Trevino, and Garibovic loses his stick there trying to fire a shot. The Patriots are back to full strength to kill off that penalty. Good recollection there on the penalty kill by the Patriots. Now Wong with it. Hits the body of McKenzie. McKenzie, a good bank along to Garibovic. He gets hit there by Trevino. Now puck comes to Hilliard, looking for Kinsella. Fans on that, not able to get as much as he wanted. UTSA looks to skate the other way. Kinsella takes the puck away, has on his forehand, lines up his shot. That one is blocked by Nolan. A couple chances there for Kinsella, unable to get one on net, and now turns it over, and Stubblefield sends it in deep. Johnson looking to start a rush for DBU. Kinsella has a stick lifted before he can get a pass. And now all the way back in his own zone, Stubblefield looks to reset the rush.
1 minute remaining in the first period.
That one by Lenski has it. Now skates in, has the puck on his backhand, skins, drops it for Stubblefield. That shot beats Madrigal, but goes just over the net. Now Johnson with it, trying to hit a stretch pass to Garibovic. That one is intercepted though by Lansky. Lansky firing it, hits the arm of Madrigal. He's able to save it, and Johnson sends it to neutral zone. 30 seconds to go in this period. UTSA pressuring for an equalizer before intermission. Good play by Bradley on the blue line, keeps the puck out. Now Stubblefield waits for his line mates to touch up. Moves it to Harmon. Harmon now to Soares. Soares trying to get around McKenzie. Patriots not giving up anything to the slot. That one hits the body of a Roadrunner.
10 seconds left to go in the period.
Blum sends it low. McKenzie goes down. Bradley stepping in to pressure the puck carrier, wins the puck away, and now a chance there for Garibovic looking maybe to get a rush.
Not sure.
And that will do it. Yeah, not enough time there, so that'll do it.
That's
for
the end of the
first
period.
Action.
Score after the first. ETSA 1, your DBU Patriots 2.
Yeah, so really a good period for the Patriots as they lead by a score of 2-1, as you heard from Gideon. And shots on goal, DBU has 17 and UTSA 14. But UTSA really pressuring the Patriots there in that last minute and a half, 2 minutes to try and get the equalizer. But they did a good job really taking away what UTSA is looking for, which are those passes to the front slot area. And as long as DBU can keep that area clear, Madrigal can save the ones from the perimeter.
Yeah, DBU did well in that period. UTSA, I have to say it, really cranked up the heat late in that period off of, first off, the power play, getting a really great power play opportunity, a couple of good chances. And then after the power play, the Patriots not really being able to recover in that vulnerable minute. They're lucky that Pono stepped up big and they got a couple of clears out of there, but UTSA looked very confident at the end of the first period. Lucky to go in still with the win into the locker room.
Yeah, defensively, DBU's going to have to continue to make the puck carrier's life hell, to say, as they enter the zone, not giving them any free entries into the defensive zone, as well as continue to protect the slot area, because we've seen so many times the Roadrunners are working behind the Patriots' goal, trying to find a centering feed to someone that's right in front of Madrigal for a high danger quality scoring chance, but so far DBU's not giving them that, and if they can continue to take that away, they'll be in good position to win this one.
Yeah, great period of offense from two teams that look pretty evenly matched, so this will be a fun one as we take us into the intermission. We do have a couple of interviews that we'll show you guys, but aside from that, we'll see you for the start of the second period.
Patriot fans, I'm here with freshman from St. Louis, Missouri, Alam Garibovich. And Alam, you've been on a heater in the second half of the season. A lot of goals down in Houston. And even right before the break, you were scoring a lot. What has led to that improved pace of scoring?
I really think it's just playing collegiate hockey and getting used to it. Like I think I really improved over the season, and also with my line mates. I also just give all the thanks to the glory of God, right? Like he's really brought me down here. He brought me down here. He gave me the chance to play college hockey. It was a sign from him to come down here, and I think that's really why I just keep playing and just learning how to play collegiate hockey and just getting used to it and getting better as the season goes on. That's what's really just helped me. It's just being around just better players.
Yeah, and speaking of your line mates, they've also been on a heater in the second half of the season, all three of y'all, which earned y'all the start tonight. But how have you seen your chemistry and play with your line mates develop throughout the season?
I think at first it was a little shaky, right? But I think that just comes with being on a new team. But I think we're just a really gritty line. Like tonight we're fortunate enough to start right, but usually we're a third line right. Get into those board battles, we cycle the puck well, and I think with us moving the puck and really getting down and dirty, it helps us get those scoring opportunities.
And looking back at the course of the season as we're almost nearing the end, how have you seen yourself develop?
But I think we're just a really gritty line. On ice, like I said earlier, just playing collegiate hockey, right? Just being God. That's been my main focus while being down here in Dallas. I wanted to do that before I came down here, but I've really gotten the chance to be here when I've been more isolated and not with just people at home, right? So it's all in just the glory of Him, right?
Yeah, I love that answer. And lastly, 6 games left in the season. What do you look to carry over? How do you look to carry your momentum to the finish line?
Just really just keep getting those gritty goals, play hard in front of the net, and just keep winning and be champions for Christ.
All right, awesome, Alan. Thank you for doing this interview, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Patriot fans, I'm here with your captain, number 7, Logan McKenzie. And Logan, coming into the second half of the season, we've seen the amount of guys in the locker room kind of thin out. How have the guys who are here right now come together through that?
I think it's just been people finding their roles more since the locker room's been thinned out. Obviously, a lot of guys have had to step up, which we've seen out of the 3 freshmen on the line. They've done a really good job, especially couple weekends ago against Houston, and hopefully they keep building on that momentum.
Yeah, and then right now the team is playing its best hockey of the season. What's kind of led to that success that the team has had more recently on the ice?
It's probably honestly going back to that thinned out locker room. People have realized that now we got to work harder in order to earn a win, and that just translates onto the ice.
And what's practice looked like for the team this week to get ready for finally more home games against UTSA?
A lot of quick transitions up and down the ice. We got to be better in our own zone, and especially getting more shots on net, creating offense. So that's probably been the main thing we've been focusing on.
And being the captain, the vocal leader in the locker room, what is your message to the guys to get ready for tonight and for tomorrow night?
Nothing too crazy. Just keep playing our game, keep building on the momentum we had in Houston, keep going off of those wins, and just do what we do and simplify the game.
And lastly, what is it going to take for the team to go out on the ice and get a win tonight?
It's going to have to be we keep it simple, we get pucks deep, we wear down the other team, and just shoot everything on net.
All right, thank you, Logan.
Yep, thank you.
their own camera.
Let's welcome back to the ice for the second period, your DBU Patriots.
All right, welcome back for the middle frame of tonight's game between the DBU Patriots and the visiting UT San Antonio Roadrunners. After one period of play, DBU leads this game by a score of 2-1. After getting some scoreboard issues situated during intermission, we should be all set to go. And DBU and UTSA really evenly matched so far through the opening frame. Not too much separation between the two teams in terms of shots on goal, scoring, and overall play styles. So it should be a fun, exciting game whenever we get two evenly matched teams going up against each other. And it's DBU who holds the upper hand going into the middle frame of this game tonight.
Yeah, lots of exciting action already in this game. This game definitely promises to be an entertaining one. Just a little bit unfortunate that we're trying to broadcast at the same time as the opening for the Olympics tonight. You know, we got some competitors on the air, so a couple people won't be tuning in to watch this one until maybe a little bit later.
Yeah, I mean, Team USA, they had some stylish Ralph Lauren fits that were killed. They killed the fashion competition with that. I don't know if you got a chance to see them, but they looked amazing. And what would make them look even better is gold on that.
Well, and of course, we've got the first event going on tomorrow, so definitely we'll be competing with them for audience views tomorrow night during the game. But
yeah, I believe
hope you can still tune in.
I believe women's hockey started already with USA winning yesterday, so it's a great start. This is DBU is looking for a great start to this period. Kinsella slows off, and that one is into the glove of Sprackle and Salt the whole way. Now, David, I gotta know, who is your pick to win gold for the men's hockey tournament for the Olympics? I feel like there's only two answers that you can choose from here.
There are, yeah, definitely two answers that you could choose from. That's why I'm not going to choose either of them. And I'm going to say, let's go with the underdogs, Slovenia.
Slovenia. Luka Doncic's home country. It's where it's most known for here in Dallas.
Well, so a couple people might know this over in my family and some of my close friends, but my dad is actually over there broadcasting the Olympics over in Milan right now. And earlier in the week, he picked up a Gatorade bottle from Team Slovenia, their ice hockey team. And so, you know, he said from now on we got to root for Slovenia. So that's where that answer kind of comes from.
Yeah, known for producing great basketball talent, but not too sure how we know about the hockey. But I think if there's any underdog that could sneakily win gold if they can play great, could be Team Finland. They have plenty of firepower, quite a few stars on that team. So as a star saying, that's kind of who I'm rooting for outside of Team USA, obviously. Got to root for the home country. But notably, Jason Robertson snubbed of the USA Olympic team. Interesting to see if that comes back to bite him, especially after really scoring quite a few goals against Bennington. As now looking to score a goal there. That shot goes wide by Source, hit a stick of a Patriot en route. And now kept in, working in the slot. Well, on the backhand, Madrigal comes out to make the save. Sprawling get the rebound. One time where that shot is blocked. Ian Johnson saved the goal there. Now racing the other way, Kinsella. Kinsella fires it off the shoulder of Spracklen. Now a chance the other way for Source. Hustling back Hilliard. Source in alone. Madrigal makes the save.
Big save by Madrigal there as we see shot after shot firing back and forth between these two teams.
Yeah, McKenzie unable to split a pair of defenders. Now UTSA. Plenty of chances going up and down. This is turning into a track meet here. Now in the slot, that shot goes just wide. Looked like the window was there for Devereaux. Now the puck or net comes off, so the play is blown dead. But
we
back and forth there.
A covered puck there as well. But yes, definitely back and forth. Lots of action here. Looks like one team. The question is who's going to give.
Yeah, Source there had a breakaway. Madrigal came way out of his crease of the challenge and was able to get enough of it and send it all the way to the near boards, keeping DBU in front. That was probably the best look they've had since that power play where they were able to really just pass the puck in. Now Bradley sweeps that one out of the zone. Justin Trevino, the freshman for UTSA, gets the puck, sends it high up into the neutral zone, falls down at the stick of Sally for DBU. Now Bradley trying to move back to Sally, has that one picked off. And now a chance in the slot, a good sweep there by Ross. Controlled by Harmon. Now Bradley kicks it up ahead out of the zone. That one goes too far away from him. Harmon retrieves. Now off, turned over. Bradley shot is saved by Spracklin. Chance from the slot there, but not enough traffic in front to take away Spracklin's eyes.
Yeah, a little bit of a missed opportunity there. Looks like they had a 3-on-1 down there in the slot. If they could have gotten the puck moved around a little bit more, I think that probably would have ended up in a goal still. Ends up with an offensive face-off, so no foul.
And no harm done there for Harmon after he turned that one over. Now Wilhelm wins that offensive zone face-off to the glove side of Spracklin. Now Wilhelm unable to get that pass. A little bit deep in his skates from Bradley. Now skating the other way, Nolan. Ross takes away his angle, forces him to move the puck deep. Now Nolan tying up with Ross. Wilhelm takes his man along the boards. Now UTSA with the puck trying to sweep it on net. Kicked away by Madrigal and covers the puck in his blue paint. Good job boxing out the defenders there by DBU.
Yeah, lots of shots already being taken early in this second period. We've got 21 shots now for the Patriots and 18 shots for the Roadrunners.
UTSA keeping their same guys out there. Patriots getting a forward change here in this one. The pair of Ross and Sally staying out there. So Ridings, Gressel, and Blue now for DBU. Gressel steps in to take the puck from the tied-up centerman. Now skating the other way, gets around a defender. Gressel with the puck in the corner, slows off. It's tied in the boards by Stubblefield. Now Ridings sweeps that one low. Taken by Granier. Players go tumbling down. Gressel fanned on a slap shot there. Puck was wobbling a little bit, so was able to get too much of it. Now Blue hits his man into the DBU bench. Physicality is starting to ramp up here. Nolan has the puck, gets hit there by Ridings. This is probably the most physical line that DBU has out there right now for forwards. They love to throw the body when possible, and that one is scored. Centering feed by Stubblefield, able to find the man in front and goes 5-hole on Madrigal.
Yeah, down there, good puck possession from Gretzky's office as he moves it into the middle, into that crease area. Pono never even saw the puck get in front of him, and it was behind him.
And that was senior Joshua Lacombe who's on the receiving end. That's now 2 goals for UTSA where they've essentially just passed the puck into the net.
Roadrunners goal scored by number 12, Joshua Lacombe. Assisted by number 63, Jackson Stubblefield.
So we draw even in this one. UTSA, another great passing play to get the puck into the net. Now Mendez moves it up ahead. UTSA back into the zone. Mendez has it, fires it right into the chest of Madrigal. He holds on to make the save, trying to bounce back after giving up the tying goal. Now Hilliard lines up to the glove side of Madrigal for defensive zone faceoff. Him and Harmon.
Yeah, 6 shots on goal in this period for the Roadrunners and 4 shots on goal for the Patriots for a combined total of 10 shots in the period and about 3.5 minutes played.
Now Johnson moves out to the neutral zone. Blum turns it over. And offsides is UTSA, so this one will come out to the neutral zone. Bielinski was just a little ahead of the puck there.
Yeah, it looks like it bounced off one of the players' skates there. Wasn't sure if he was on the inside or outside of that blue line, but puck is dropped. Next play goes.
Trevino now has it, moves to the far side. Now Trevino gets the puck back, trying to get around Johnson and fires out into Madrigal, who holds on. So UTSA really carrying over that momentum from the end of the period, putting the pressure on DBU. DBU's got to find a way to tilt the ice back in their favor and spend a little bit more time around Spracklin, give Madrigal a little bit of a break. We'll see if all this pressure mounts to a goal for UTSA. Wilhelm gets tossed on that, so Zanana will step in for the faceoff. UTSA wins the offensive zone faceoff. That shot's blocked by Zonana, trying to move it up ahead to Bradley. Mendez is able to cut that one down. Now Wilhelm has the puck, gets around one man. When Wilhelm has the puck knocked off of the stick, hits his man along the boards. Now Zonana has at the point, slows off, surveying for options, trying to get around Source. Now turns the puck over, a chance the other way, 3-on-1 for UTSA. Johnson back to defend. Mendez has the puck, Madrigal makes the save. Johnson recovers to take the puck away, moves it to Zonana.
Save by Madrigal to kind of bail out Zonana there as he was at the top of the blue line with the puck. 2 guys across from him. I think you got to pass that puck there.
Wilhelm on the rebound, fought off by Sprackling. A couple chances now. UTSA looking to rush the other way. Mendez has it. Most dangerous scorer for UTSA was the one who had the puck on that 3-on-1, but Madrigal standing tall again, facing an odd man rush, keeps this game level. That shot's fired by Wong and blockered out of play by Madrigal to bring another offensive zone faceoff for UTSA.
Yeah, UTSA now overtaking the Patriots in shots, leading it 23-22. That makes it 9 shots for them in this period, as opposed to DBU 6.
They've come out ready to play in the second frame. DBU a little slow to get going here. They are able to get that face-off. Gressel carries it. Gressel trying to feed Blue. Pass just behind him as Blue is working towards the slot. Knocked down by Ridings, who sends it low. Now Ross fires it from the point, looking for a tip by Gressel. He gets a stick on it, but goes wide of the net. Now Ridings trying to take the puck away. Shot fired by Blue, kicked away to the corner, looking for maybe a pass off the pads of the goalie there. Skating the other way, Wong. Drops it for his teammate number 24, Devereaux, who sends it low to Wong, who's immediately pressured and met by Ross. Now Devereaux has the puck for UTSA. Wong in front trying to stuff that one in. Devereaux has the puck. Now turned over to Ross, trying to skate it out of the DBU zone. Likes to hold on to the puck, hits the red line and sends it in deep.
I saw a little move there by Madrigal as he threw his glove to the outside of the post. Maybe a little bit of Michigan prevention there, just in case he decided to pull a lacrosse move behind the net there.
We saw a heavy hit from Ridings. He took his man down. DB forced to touch up. Now they have numbers in here. 6 saved by Sprackling and goes out of play. 3-on-1 there for DBU, unable to cash in. And no offensive zone faceoff for DBU. Hilliard steps in to take it, glove side of Sprackling. Wins it to Kinsella, who works it deep into the corner. Kinsella trying to center it to Garibovic, slows off, moves the puck around the other way as he hits down. McKenzie trying to fire it. Goes to the far corner where Johnson picks up the puck. Now turned over, looking to race the other way. Good defensive play there by Hilliard. Good defensive stick there to shut that chance down. Now Garibovic in, trying to get around Trevino, gets shouldered off the puck. Now Johnson has it turned over. Looking for a tip, that one's not kicked away to the corner. Johnson stepping in to keep the puck in. He gets hit there, heavy body check thrown by Lacombe. Knocks down Ian Johnson. He's a big guy to knock down, so that was a bit heavy hit.
It seems a little bit targeted in this game. I think that's second or third time I've seen them knock him over.
Hilliard turns the puck over. Kinsella gets it back. Now goes along the near boards. Hilliard will be first to it. Moves it to McKenzie at the point. McKenzie fires from the point, maybe looking for a tip there. And that puck rides the boards and goes into the netting and out of play.
We've got, looks like a penalty coming up here.
Matching penalties on Garibovic. Garibovic and Trevino.
Roadrunners penalty on number 5, Justin Trevino, 2 minutes for roughing. And DBU, number 11, Alam Garibovic, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
So they're giving each other a little bit of a tango in front of Sprackling's net there. Both of them going to the penalty box. Referee's not having much of that, letting that one go on. So they're trying to keep this one in check as we've seen the physicality kind of get ramped up. So the leading penalty minute taker for the DBU Patriots racks up another 2 for roughing. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey here. Still having troubles with the in-house penalty clock. So we'll keep tracking it on the broadcast for you. Now Blum has it, finds a cutter. Madrigal comes way out to make the save, recovers. Patriots get that out to the neutral zone. Another great save there by Madrigal, coming out to challenge the backdoor shooter.
Big time save there for Madrigal.
Soares has the puck. Misses his man on the other side of the red line, so icing will send this back to the UTSA zone.
Notably, in the stands in the crowd, we've got Colin Gorman and Christian Beckett. So shout out to them for coming and watching the game.
Oh, did see Christian Beckett. Not sure whenever he showed up, but I did see Colin come. Unfortunately, suffered a broken leg over the winter break, and that ended his junior season. So he'll look to bounce back along with Mikey Fernandez, see if they can come back stronger for another year of Patriot hockey next year. But good to see him in the house cheering on the Patriots. Now a chance in, and Madrigal way out of his net. Might have lost his balance there. Now trying to fire short side. Marley Ross sweeps that one along the boards.
Good recovery though, way to get back and right back into that play.
And our glove by Zonana. Trying to feed Wilhelm off sides. Now a chance the other way, 3-on-2 for UTSA. Drops from the faceoff and scores. Jalen Mendez, a former DBU Patriot, nets one against his old club and gives UTSA the lead.
Maybe just a little bit of a touch there by the back checker for the Patriots on the puck to send it just out of the sight line of Madrigal. Got a stick on it barely. Maybe a little tip there as it.
Roadrunners goal,
Top of the net.
scoring, number 11, Jalen Mendez. Assisted by number 17, Travis Soares. And number 2, Jordan Nolan.
So UTSA coming out in this period getting first 2 goals, and now they find themselves with a 3-2 lead about halfway through this game. Looking to add more here. Now a chance for UTSA goes wide. Held along the boards, Granier. Both players are getting ready to leave the zone, or leave the penalty boxes to get back to even strength. Johnson turns that one over. Nolan unable to get a shot away. Now Stubblefield has it. Madrigal comes out and makes the save. Blue racing the other way. Has help in riding, so if they can hurry, they have an odd man rush. Blue trying to split the legs there of Granier. Good play there by him defensively to shut that chance down. Now Nolan skates with the puck. Drops it for Stubblefield. Back to Nolan, trying to go 5-hole on Madrigal. Able to cut that chance down, and we are back now to 5-on-5. So 2 matching penalties creates more space, and UTSA is a team that's able to cash in and take advantage of that. So now DBU, they have to find a way to respond here and really put the pressure back on UTSA like they did for a good majority of that opening frame. Mendez wins that faceoff. Trevino has it fresh out of the penalty box. That one's knocked down and played with the high stick is the call there. Madrigal making the save on that. Not sure that would have counted though with the stick being above the shoulders, but he still is able to kick that one out. So it'll come out to the near neutral zone faceoff dot in front of the now vacant UTSA penalty box. Ridings wins that faceoff. Johnson trying to bank up ahead to Gressel. Gressel has it, trying to feed Ridings. Can't quite get it to him. And that one is sent up into the DBU bench. Donnie Hoover making the save.
By the backup goalie.
Backup Donnie Hoover has worked his way with everything going on in the team from the 4th string goalie now to the backup. So he's earned his way up here. And he's is able to get that with his equipment on the bench there. I'm sure we'll probably see him at some point next weekend with DBU playing 4 games in 4 days. Be sure to see him in one of those games. Not sure which one just yet. Now UTSA with the puck in the faceoff dot, calling for passes Mendez. Gets it. Madrigal is out of his paint to challenge it. And is able to make the save.
Yeah, and good offensive puck movement so far by the Roadrunners this period. And that's really been the story. It's been great puck movement, great communication. They've been hitting tape-to-tape passes, and they've got 2 goals because of it in this period.
Yeah, it's really been the difference so far, UTSA. They're passing the puck cleanly, on the same page. DBU not quite with that symmetry just yet.
As we see a missed pass there.
Pass out of the reach of Gressel, now turned over, but Gressel off sides. Blue forced to hold on to it. Sends it in, Patriots touch up now going on the forecheck. Ridings first onto it, tries to throw the hit, gets sent down. Now tied up with his man, takes him down. Taking a spill there was Harmon. Ice might be getting a little scuffled up right now with all his back and forth action. Mendez has the puck, slows off from Johnson, met by 2 Patriots trying to feed it along to Source. He can't quite get that pass. Now in front, stepping from the deep, and that shot is blocked in bodies. Too much in the lane there to get that on net and goes out of play.
Pretty sure the ref didn't even know where the puck went for a second there as it skyrockets up into the upper nets.
Yeah, nobody saw where it was. As soon as that shot was fired, everyone just froze. And eventually goes into the netting out of play. So the ice has been heavily tilted so far in this one. A lot of time spent in the Patriots' defensive zone. And now able to leave the zone. Garibovic has the puck. Hits the red line, sends it in. Rims it all the way around the boards. Now along the near boards, that's Bylansky and Kinsella who tie up. Hilliard trying to throw the shoulder there. UTSA is able to get the puck to the neutral zone. Sorelli sends the puck in deep. Hilliard able to pick up the loose puck. Trying to find a centering feed in the slot. Ross has at the point. The lone senior for DBU moves it to freshman Kinsella. That shot is blocked. But Ross holds it in on the point. Now trying to move to the far point for Sorelli. Not there. Now he takes the tumble, gets right back up. Sorelli trying to work a little bit ready for a back check there.
Interesting maneuver there by Sorelli as he falls over but manages to spin and land back on his feet like nothing ever happened.
Wong has the puck. Now has it poked off of his stick by Ross. Good defensive stick there. Hilliard picks up the loose puck for the Patriots. Sends up ahead. Kinsella able to knock that down, slow it down, so not enough for icing. Going back to retrieve is Devereaux. Now UTSA works it around the other way. Lai with the puck. Moves it to Devereaux. Devereaux skates into the Patriot zone, fires it. Madrigal gets the shoulder on it. Nolan first to the puck. Hilliard able to take it away, move it to Ross. Ross's breakout pass cut down. And now DBU is able to clear the zone. Off the body of Gressel, so it won't be enough for icing. Now Patriots able to mix in a near wholesale change. Sorelli being the lone Patriot that's out there. I'm trying to take advantage of the long change. There's UTSA. Patriots do a good job getting back to cut that one down. It's a real offsides. So this one will come out to the neutral zone. So Wilhelm and Stubblefield line up to take this draw. Wilhelm gets kicked out again, so Nana will step in.
Yeah, refs were lenient on the face-off early in that first period, but now they've been pretty strict.
Zonana steps in from the bullpen, is able to win that face-off to Johnson, who carries it all the way in and has a shot blocked to the corner. Now Wilhelm with the puck for the Patriots. Bradley calling forward in the corner. He gets it, moves it to McKenzie, who moves it back down to Bradley. Zonana trying to take the puck away on the forechecks, but moved along and taken away by Lacombe, who has the goal in this game for UTSA. Now puck stays in the zone, Zonana picks it up, fires it, that one goes off of the stick of a Roadrunner. Now McKenzie steps in from the point, works low, turns it over, and a chance the other way for the Roadrunners. Johnson trying to slow it down, gets angled off by Lacombe, and a good back check there by Zonana, able to break up a 2-on-1 chance. Now getting taken down is Bradley. So Patriots going on the power play here.
Yeah, and that's something that they needed late here in the second period, not generating as much offense as they had been the rest of this game. Now they've got a chance to tie up the game going into the third period.
Yeah, so Stubblefield called for a slash. And the Patriots
Roadrunners penalty, number 63, Jackson Stubblefield, 2 minutes for slashing.
It happens.
And with that, your DBU Patriots are on the power play.
Happens a little bit behind the play there, but definitely did take down Luke Bradley in the back.
Now Patriots able to set up on the power play, not something that we saw in the first chance. Zonana with it in the corner slows off, looking for options. McKenzie calls forward at the top of the point. Now works low and fires it off the blocker of Spracklin. Now Zonana trying to keep that one in the zone.
Oh, and a bad bounce, and Bradley gets it.
Unable to clear the zone there for UTSA. Zonana one time, but that one goes over the net of Spracklin. Now Bradley pressured there, has the puck turned over, and UTSA clears the zone. Mendez hustling back, trying to pressure McKenzie into a turnover. McKenzie strong with the puck, gets away from one man. Now carries it all the way. McKenzie coast to coast, works in and tries to ship that one over the blocker, under the blocker, over the pad of Spracklin.
Not quite there. Came in with a lot of speed, a lot of great handles, and then just a little shovel shot.
I'm trying to see if he can catch Spracklin, not all the way on the post, but he hugs it tightly and keeps that puck out. So just about halfway through, this has looked a lot better for DBU from their first power play, but they're still looking for the equalizer, a little over a minute. Wilhelm unable to win that puck, but Bradley steps in to intercept it. Bradley gets tied up along the boards behind the goal, and he gets taken down. And that gives UTSA a chance to clear. Madrigal knocks that one down, leaves it for McKenzie. Slows down. All right, now McKenzie with the puck. Works his way around Devereaux. McKenzie through the neutral zone into the UTSA zone, turns it over, trying to skate all the way in, and that gives UTSA a chance to clear.
About 30 seconds left to go here on this power play for the Patriots. They've got maybe one good rush, maybe a couple of shots left on this power play if they can move it fast here.
Blue now to Zonana. Zonana picks up speed, tries to work wide, spins off in pressure. Now Zonana finding Cutter Blue, looking for a tip from Bradley, but that one is knocked out of play for a whistle.
Yeah, great play from Zonana to find Blue up at the top of the point there. Blue maybe could have settled it, taken his time a little bit. He had more open space than he realized, but good shot opportunity, and goalie just tips it out of play.
Now power play 2 out there. Their chance now to try and draw the equalizer. Hilliard unable to win the faceoff, but good play there by Garibovich to keep the puck in. Now UTSA clears it, and that one bounces over Sally.
And that'll just about do it for the power play for the Patriots. So we remain 3-2 in favor of the Roadrunners as they go back to even strength here.
Stubblefield steps out of the box. Ross trying to move it in. Garibovich shoves the man there. Patriots still offside. They don't realize it. Now they do. Forced to touch up. That gives UTSA a chance to collect the puck. Move to Stubblefield, who works from the slot, fires. Madrigal might have gotten a piece out with the glove to send it high over the net. Held in on the blue line there. UTSA still with the puck. Mendez has it. Likes to move it low to Trevino, who spins it around to Mannanen. Intercepted there. Trying to escape with it. Patriots have it. Now fired. Knocked down and covered by Spracklin. That was Spencer Hilliard looking for a rush goal there.
A little over 3 minutes left to go here in the period. We've got shots for DBU 30, shots for the Roadrunners 31.
Ridings wins that faceoff. Sally has it in the point, rims it low. Goes around Gressel. Blue tied up along the near corner, fighting for the puck. 3 orange sweaters to 1 white sweater. Let's move to Ross at the point. Fired it. That one is knocked down by orange leg guard. And Madrigal able to hold that one, catch out of midair for a whistle. So we're nearing the final 3.5 minutes of this middle frame. UTSA leads by a score of 3-2. Really, almost all this period has been played down in the DBU offensive zone. This ice has been tilted in UTSA in their favor, and that's led to them getting 2 goals in the period, turning a 2-1 deficit into a 3-2 lead. But DBU's looking to get an equalizer before going into the locker room for intermission. It's a good move there by Source, gets around defender off the post. Madrigal getting help there. The Patriots send it down the ice for icing. But that'll give DBU a chance to recollect theirs. That was a nifty move by Source.
We can watch the replay on that. great move there and a great screen in front of the goalie. He didn't even see that puck going around him, and they just miss it on that chance.
Source is able to get around McKenzie there, a guy who's only on the other end of those dirty dangles, but a 6x4 iron frame, goalie's best friend whenever it works in that favor, keeps this a 1-goal game. Now Nolan has the puck in the neutral zone, works to the other side of the red line. McKenzie hits him around the board, and Madrigal covers that puck as it rolls into his crease. Stubblefield lines up for the face-off. Wins it, but Bradley's able to get to the puck. It's tied up by his man. Now Doe has the puck. Senior for UTSA. Intercepted by McKenzie. Now a chance 3-on-2 for DBU. McKenzie works right up the middle, trying to split a couple defenders. Has the puck turned over as he tries to split them. Now Bradley runs into Zonana. Zonana with the puck. Works around one man. Trying to move to McKenzie. McKenzie able to get that puck and send it all the way around to Bradley in the far corner, who shovels that low, but there's no one there for DBU. That gives UTSA a chance to control possession. That puck is sent down the length of the ice. Does not reach the red line for icing, so Johnson goes back to retrieve. Tries to hit Zonana there, out of his reach. UTSA, it's Wong in there. Johnson ties him up along the boards. Madrigal makes the stick save, sends it to the near boards, and this one comes out to the neutral zone. UTSA sends it in deep. McKenzie has the puck, moves it along to Bradley. Now Luke Bradley to Zonana. Zonana has a pass, trying to work around defender. Nifty move there, but making the save is Spracklin. Shutting down that chance from Zonana, who already has a goal in this game. Now rush hints the other way as we're nearing the final minute and get taken down. And that will be a power play for UTSA coming up here to close this period.
And in a big moment here, if UTSA can capitalize on this one, they will really demoralize the Patriots going into the intermission.
Ian Johnson going to the wrong penalty box right now, distracted by trying to get an explanation from the linesman. Now he gets directed to the right one. So power play for UTSA.
Patriots penalty, number 6, Ian Johnson. 2 minutes for holding.
So holding the call for Johnson there. Got beat initially by the Roadrunner there and had to elect to hold him to try and shut him down. So a power play that's 1 for 2 so far for UTSA, looking to try and extend their lead going into the middle frame. And if they don't score here in this last minute and 3 seconds, then they will have carryover power play time as McKenzie,
1 minute remaining in the second period.
From his own blue line, sends that on goal to Spracklin. Easy save for him there. Now the UTSA controls behind their zone, looking to get started on this power play, get a rush up ice.
Yeah, they got about 1 minute and 15 with power play in this period, and they'll serve the penalty for another 45 seconds at the beginning of the third.
Now Blum looking for a cutter, defensive stick there by Ross, cuts that one down. Blue able to clear that out of the zone and sends that down the ice. 30 seconds to go here in this period. Now Nolan has the puck for UTSA. Nolan gets hit there along the boards, heavy hit there by Ridings, but Mendez able to get the pass. Nolan took a hit there to make a play. Now Mendez trying to fire short side. Madrigal makes the save on that, and then the referee says that this one will come out to the neutral zone. Not quite sure.
Looks like it went up and out of play. I don't think it actually did go on net there.
Yeah, he's pointing to the neutral zone faceoff dot in front of the UTSA bench for this faceoff. So it might have been an infraction on UTSA of some sort, whether it's played with the high stick or hand pass or something of that. I think he honestly might have just lost sight of that puck because it never went out of play. It went to the far corner where it got blown down, but nobody saw the puck. All right, so face-off in front of the UTSA bench. Just 15 seconds to go. So look to try and win the face-off and get one last rush chance. DBU will look to win it and clear it down the ice, kill off the remainder of the period. Centermen tie up. Ross able to get that puck and clear it down the ice. 10 seconds to go. One last rush chance for UTSA if they hurry. Soares has the puck. Trying to hit Mendez. A good defensive stick by McKenzie. Shuts that one down and brings us to the end of the period.
We'll do it for the second frame of
That's
play.
the end of the period. Final score after the second period, UTSA 3, your Patriots 2.
Yeah, so one more period of play to go here in this one. UTSA finds themselves after trailing 2-1 entering the period. They head back to the locker room with a 3-2 lead. And now it's DBU who is facing the pressure of trying to get the tie equalizing goal here with only 20 minutes left in regulation to do so.
Yeah, obviously a lot more chances for the Patriots in the first period as they were able to net 2 goals in the first and none in the second. But, I mean, I don't think they're playing too bad. I think they still had enough chances in that period to stay in this game. If they keep it up, I think they need to turn up the heat a little bit, maybe put more of an emphasis on getting pucks to the net and actually getting shots on goal for this third period. But I think if they maintain where they're at, maybe up the intensity a little bit, they're going to stay in this game.
Yeah, I think they have to take a little bit of a play out of UTSA's playbook where they got to just maybe simplify passes and see if they can find a way just to connect a little bit better on those passes. And if they can do so, then they'll find themselves with some chances to draw the equalizer. And at that point, all you have to do is try and find a way to beat Joe Spracklin in this one, who's right on pace for his goals against average, 306. And if the Patriots get one more, then they'll be right on that average. So it's definitely possible by numbers that they could get the equalizer. But they have to find a way to ease the pressure in their defensive zone and really shift the pressure on UTSA after really the ice was tilted heavily in the Roadrunners' favor in that period.
Yeah, same sort of situation with Madrigal and his goal against average, as we've already hit 3 here. So both of them are playing as expected. It's just going to be which pair of offense wants to win this game more and who's going to get the puck luck in the third period.
Yeah, so we will find out the answer to that here in about 15-ish minutes once we get started on the third and final period of frame. But first, during our intermission, we have interviews with head coach Jason Hilliard, and we're going to replay our interview with Alan Garibovich after some technical issues during the first intermission. So don't go anywhere. We have an exciting 20 more minutes and maybe even more hockey coming up after that. We'll see if we get some bonus hockey on this beautiful Friday night in Dallas. But until then, stick with us for some interviews, and we will be back in just a moment. Patriot fans, I'm here with freshman from St. Louis, Missouri, Alan Garibovich. And Alan, you've been on a heater in the second half of the season. A lot of goals down in Houston, and even right before the break, you were scoring a lot. What has led to that improved pace of scoring?
I really think it's just playing collegiate hockey and getting used to it. Like, I think I really improved over the season, and also with my line mates. Like, and I also just give all the thanks to the glory of God, right? Like, he's really brought me down here. He brought me down here. He gave me the chance to play college hockey. It was a sign from him to come down here, and I think that's really why I just keep playing and just learning how to play collegiate hockey and just getting used to it and getting better as the season goes on. That's what's really just helped me. It's just being around just better players.
Yeah, and speaking of your line mates, they've also been on a heater in the second half of the season, all three of y'all, which earned y'all the start tonight. But how have you seen your chemistry and play with your line mates develop throughout the season?
I think at first it was a little shaky, right? But I think that just comes with being on a new team. But I think we're just a really gritty line. Like tonight, we're fortunate enough to start right, but usually we're a third line right. Get into those board battles, we cycle the puck well, and I think with us moving the puck and really getting down and dirty, it helps us get those scoring opportunities.
And looking back at the course of the season, as we're almost nearing the end, how have you seen yourself develop both like on ice and off the ice?
I really just seen myself like on ice, like I said earlier, just playing collegiate hockey, right? Just being with those better players, learning how the game plays. Like I came from high school hockey in St. Louis, right? So it's a way faster paced here. So I think I've gotten more used to that and getting better at it. And then off ice, it's really just been building my relationship with God. Like that's been my main focus while being down here in Dallas. I wanted to do that before I came down here, but I've really gotten the chance to be here when I've been like more isolated and not like with just people at home, right? So it's all in just the glory of Him, right?
Yeah, I love that answer. And lastly, 6 games left in the season. What do you look to carry over? How do you look to carry your momentum to the finish line?
Just really just keep getting those gritty goals, play hard in front of the net, and just keep winning and be champions for Christ.
All right, awesome, Alan. Thank you for doing this interview and best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Hi, Patriot fans here. I'm here with head coach Jason Hilliard and Coach Hilliard. How have you been able to manage the culture and keep building off of it despite some changes in the locker room?
Yeah, I think we have great veteran leadership with the guys that are still here from last season. Of course, we have some good coaching staff helping me out who were a part of this team and a part of building that culture in the past. And so it's really just been a process of communicating that to these new guys, getting them to buy in. The more they buy in, the more it pays off on the ice.
Yeah, and the team was in a bit of a slump to start the year, maybe just discovering their play style, their culture. But what have you seen that's different in the second half of the season that wasn't right there in the first half?
It's finally starting to come together. They're starting to get it. They're starting to play better as a team. You always have a situation when you have a huge locker room turnover like we did. It's always a thing where the guys who are veterans, they feel the extra weight they've got to lead. They've got to put the team on their back, do a lot, feel like they've got to do a lot on their own. They haven't built that trust in the new guys yet. And then on the other end of that coin, you've got the new guys who feel like they've got to show themselves and prove themselves and make a name for themselves. And that doesn't work well together. Those two things don't mesh. So over the season, these guys have just come together. They've learned how to play together, trust each other. They've built that trust, and that's yielded confidence, and that's paying off in the goals.
What are you looking for the team to do tonight in order to walk away with a win tonight and also tomorrow night?
Yeah, they've got to keep playing with that same confidence we've had over the last several games. Build on that. Keep trusting their one another. Keep playing for one another. Trust that they have the ability to get this done. It'll be a good game. This is a good team, but I think we'll be okay.
And then lastly, going into the final 2 weeks of the season, what are some goals or expectations you have for the guys to close it out?
There's always things we can do better. So let's keep working on those things. Let's keep having a good time doing it. But let's use this now to prime for next season and be ready to go.
All right, thank you, Coach.
No problem. Thanks.
Let's go.
All right, welcome back in for the third and final period of play as the DBU Patriots find themselves trailing by a score of 3-2, and UTSA with carryover power play time here from last period for Ian Johnson's holding call. So DBU first focus on trying to kill off this penalty here, get back to even strength, and then draw the equalizer. Now the puck at the point, deflected in traffic. Madrigal kicks that one, falling back, is able to get back up while the puck is in the corner.
Barely able to get
Source.
a piece of it, and it's just enough to keep it out of the net and into the corner.
And now the road UTSA controls, looking for a slot chance. Madrigal cuts that one down.
Another great opportunity.
Source with the puck, gets pressured. Now Johnson out of the penalty box, back to even strength. Goes to the bench for a change as Madrigal makes a save on that, holds onto it. So DBU survives the penalty on Ian Johnson for holding, and now back to 5-on-5. They got to find a way to get the equalizer.
Maybe getting a little bit lucky there is the beginning of this third period. There's some water on the ice, not totally frozen. The puck's not moving like it will as we get into further this period. So maybe a little bit lucky for DBU that the Roadrunners are struggling just a little bit on the weird bounces on the ice right now.
Yeah, Madrigal with a couple big saves, one of them getting his skate on the puck as it was deflected down, falling back, as well as the in-tight chance that UTSA had right in front of him where he was able to get a blocker on and keep it out. Now Kinsella to Garibovic. Garibovic trying to get around defender. Puck disagrees with him. Now Kinsella to Hilliard. Hilliard trying to find Garibovic back door, unable to get a stick on that. Now McKenzie has at the point, going down to block the shot, and that one's deflected. The puck comes up in the air, lands in the slot, and is picked up and skated now by Source. Source through the neutral zone, trying to work around Johnson, fires it, Madrigal makes the save. Logan McKenzie, a good play defensively to sweep that loose puck away to the corner before UTSA could get a shot away. Madrigal was diving on it. He makes the save on that. Another good defensive stick there to clear the puck out of harm's way. Now Kinsella trying to move it up ahead to McKenzie. Wasn't quite able to get that one ahead in time. Garibovic was offsides there, killed off a potential good chance for DBU there.
And the offensive pressure resuming where it left off for the Roadrunners as they take a early, strong stand in this period.
So far, DBU looking to get some pressure on Spracklin, but a lot of what we saw last period where it was just UTSA controlling possession and putting the pressure on the DBU, spending a good majority of their time in the defensive zone. Not really giving much up for DBU to work with, cutting down a lot of their passes. The Blue now sweeps that one on net. Sticked away to the corner. Spracklin makes the save. He's now up to 31 saves. Riding's trying to send a pass into the air there for Gressel, but he gets a good stick on that to send it in deep. Two players collide behind the goal. Now skating the other way, Wong has it. Wong has a chance. Marley's able to get to the puck first and slow things down and spins away from pressure. Now Ross loses the puck there.
Sticks
pressure
to
by
the ice
Wong.
there.
And now poked and deflected out of play. We saw there the puck did not want to move with Ross.
It's that little layer of water that'll be gone in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, thankfully no harm was done there. DBU was able to survive that. And now Lacombe lines up for the offensive zone faceoff for UTSA. Wins that back to Harmon. Harmon moves it to the far side of the point. That shot deflected. Madrigal makes the save. That was Lacombe who was able to get a stick on that. A good positioning from Madrigal. Now Bradley trying to race the other way. Puck disagrees. Nolan picks it up and banks it along the boards in front of the UTSA bench. Now taken away by Lacombe. In all alone, fans on the shot. The wet ice there kept the puck stuck there, couldn't get the shot away. Gives Ross a chance now to try and escape the zone. He's met by pressure, banks it up ahead to Bradley. Bradley looking to skate 1-on-3. Now is helping Zonana. Likes to try and bounce one in on Spracklin. Maybe looking for a little bit of a bad hop there to evade him, but Spracklin is able to see that all the way into the glove, just like a baseball infielder, and holds on to it. Face-off, glove side, Spracklin won by the Roadrunners. With the puck is Bylansky. Bylansky unable to connect with his man there, but Blum will be first to it for UTSA, so no icing. Now that one goes off the outside of the net. Blum slows down. The puck is loose in the slot, bouncing around, controlled by Mendez. Already has a goal on this one. Mendez holds all the way at the blue line. Now tries to fire one backdoor looking for a tip. Can't get a stick on that UTSA. Zonan trying to pressure by Linsky and turning the puck over. He sends a shot wide to the far corner. Stepping in is Source. Now behind the red line, trying to find someone in front. The pass was intercepted, held in. Now that one comes out to the neutral zone. DBU goes for a change. UTSA forced to let that one go deep as they have to touch up. Bradley fans on the pass to that same spot that's giving players trouble. Now Source looking backdoor and scored. Mendez gets his second of the game. Bradley turns the puck over and UTSA makes DBU pay.
Number of chances there. A couple of bad bounces on that last one, but I don't think it really mattered where the puck was bouncing. They were bound to get one way or another. They've had the pressure all period, and they finally
Roadrunners penalty.
capitalize on it.
Number 11, Jalen Mendez, assisted by number 17, Travis Scorse.
Yeah, so Bradley, puck in that same area that's been getting stuck in so far to open this period. We saw it happen to Ross, happen to a Roadrunner, and then now happen to Luke Bradley. And Travis Source with his third assist of the game sets up Jalen Mendez for his second goal of the game. And that one, he had nothing but yawning 6x4 net to shoot the puck in, and he buries it. So now Patriots down by 2. They really have the pressure on him now with the multi-goal deficit, with the clock ticking down. Clock a friend of the UTSA, a bit of an enemy now for the Patriots. And now that puck is turned over. Goes harmlessly through the crease. Ross up ahead to Garibovic. Garibovic takes the puck and moves it to Kinsella. Kinsella with the puck, fires it right into the glove of Spracklin. He holds on.
Some frustration definitely being felt by the Patriots right now. 15 minutes left to go in the third period. They need 2 goals to tie it up. They need some sort of momentum swing right now, and it's just a question of who's going to be able to put the puck into the back of the net, get their name on the score sheet, get that point on the board to continue, and maybe swing some momentum in favor of the Patriots.
And speaking of frustration, Luke Bradley showing some frustration, breaking his stick on the bench, and now is walking back to the dressing room. Not quite sure what happened there, but might be a little frustrated with that turnover that led to the fourth goal for UTSA, second the game for Mendez. Ross unable to work through the blue line defense of UTSA. Gressel waits for his line mates to touch up. Now carries the puck on his backhand. That one is knocked down there by Harmon. Sorelli sends it in deep. Ridings gets hit hard up high, and refs arm and scores.
Wow.
Dawson Blue on the delayed penalty.
Wow.
Gets DBU back within the goal.
Hey, we need to make
And
sure
now the
Ridings
question is
okay
Ridings.
right now. Big moment for the Patriots, and they capitalize on a great opportunity, but Ridings is down. That was a hard cross-check to his neck.
See there on the replay, just a complete uncalled for play there. Cross check up to the neck head area, and there's nothing that will ever warrant that kind of response and that kind of hit. If I'm the referee here, I'm saying that due to the dressing room for the game because that's not a hockey play there going head hunting. You just hate to see that and hope that Ridings is okay.
We just hope that wasn't a critical hit to his collarbone there, as it looked like it might have been collarbone neck area as he went down and was not able to get back up.
Yeah, let's see if Nicole, if we can get another replay to see who it was for UTSA that laid that hit, if you still have it saved up.
Yeah, you can see we got the initial shove.
Right there, it is, I can't quite see the number on that. Number 4?
It's like maybe number 12.
So that would be Joshua Lacombe. All right, well, either way, we'll get the number here from the referee when they announce the penalty. But I believe it is Joshua Lacombe who gave Caleb Ridings a cross check up in the neck head area. So we'll see if he'll get a misconduct out of that. But Dawson Blue on the delayed penalty
is able to wrap around and score that goal.
is able to score the goal. But Caleb Ridings still down on the ice, getting help from the athletic trainer. So we have Connor Wilson, freshman for UTSA, going to the penalty box here. So we'll see if they gave more than just a delayed penalty on that.
Yeah, they gave it to number 4. Is that the number? Got the hit?
If he's the one serving the penalty, then I believe
maybe an ejection.
That might be a game misconduct for Joshua Lacombe if he's unable to serve the penalty.
Let's see that one more time here. So we did have a goal scored on that play as well.
Patriots goal! Scoring his 4th of the season, number 28, Dawson Blue. Assisted by number 3, Caleb Ridings. Roadrunners penalty, number 12, Joshua Lacombe. 5 minutes for cross-checking and a game misconduct.
Yeah, it is just like we thought. Number 12 for the Roadrunners getting that game misconduct. So number 4, Wilson, will serve that penalty.
Yeah, so thankfully Joshua Lacombe's night is over because there's absolutely no room for that in hockey. That kind of hit, there's no need for that. It's completely uncalled for. And if you make stupid bonehead play like that, you deserve to be ejected for the game.
Thankfully, Ridings was able to get up after that hit, but it does appear as, at least for right now, his night is probably over as well.
Yeah, but this is the chance that DBU's been looking for in this game. 5-minute power play where they can score as many power play goals as they can get in this 5 minutes, and they won't lose the power play. So this is their chance to really get back in, put the pressure on UTSA, and see if they can get an equalizer and even a go-ahead goal. Blue now slows out the puck, moves it to McKenzie. DBU looking to see if they can rally around their injured teammate. But just with the state of the team right now, you cannot afford to lose another guy like Ridings for an extended period of time with a thin out bench to begin with. They have just 3 forward lines remaining here for the season.
So Nana maybe clipped something back there by the Zam door as a little divot as he falls over, but retained possession by McKenzie.
McKenzie has a stick lifted by Travis Source, and he sends that one down the length of the ice. Madrigal comes out to play for Dawson Blue. Dawson Blue spins away from pressure, now turns the puck over. Backhand chance goes wide. Wilhelm has the puck. Now skating through the neutral zone. UTSA really just sitting back waiting for DBU to come at them, not really pressuring too much, letting DBU get into the zone. Now Wilhelm has it. That pass across is knocked down, and now UTSA skates the other way.
A good glove by Madrigal there on that chance to stop.
Chance for Jalen Mendez, looking for a hat trick goal on that one, already with 2 in the game, so he's on hat trick watch. And Luke Bradley is back out there.
I was going to say, Luke Bradley looks to be back out on the bench. I think he was running back to the locker room to get the backup stick after he broke his original one.
As you were talking about Christian Gonzalez slamming his stick against the glass here. Happened to see Bradley on the bench just snap his stick in half out of frustration. Went behind the bench, threw something, and then walked back to the locker room. But he's back out there now. Hopefully got
maybe
that
a
anger
stick
out.
crack while it was on the ice, and he just finished it off and needed to go grab that backup stick.
But now a chance here on the power play to get it back for DBU. But Ross takes a tumble there and turns the puck over. That area of that half of the ice has been a bit rough so far in this one. You've seen pucks get stuck, players going down, skating over there. Now Ross turns that one over. Sally has the puck. Kinsella has it. Surveying for options, trying to hit Garibovic out of his reach. But Garibovic able to spin away with the puck. Alan Garibovic trying to feed back into Hilliard. Puck was in the air. Hilliard couldn't get a stick on that. Now Garibovic with it low. Moves it to Sally. Sally ain't able to hold that one in, and UTSA clears the zone.
Yeah, they need to put a higher priority on shooting the puck in this power play. I mean, you're not going to get a goal if you can't get the puck on net.
Nice touch pass there by Hilliard before he goes to the bench. Now Garibovic has the puck. Garibovic trying to find someone across. Has it knocked down. Ross with it now. That first power play unit starting to get back out on the ice. Wilhelm unable to get the puck. Now skating the other way. Bloom has it.
Another opportunity by the Patriots. And
a chance there for UTSA as that pass across was blocked down by the Patriots but bounced right to a UTSA player. No harm done on that. So chance goes over the net.
Got to be careful here. You are still down. If you're the Patriots, you're still down by 1 goal. You can't get too complacent on this power play knowing that you're up a guy. You can't waste too much time. You still got to put another goal in.
I have about 1:45 to go here on this power play. DBU still trying to find the equalizer here after getting a goal on the delayed penalty. Now Zanana has at the far point. Patriots spreading out. Wilhelm with the puck. Back to Zonanda on the blue line. To McKenzie along the far corner. And McKenzie trying to shovel that one. Knocked down and cleared. Number 16, Evan Granier. Racing forward is Stubblefield. He ties up, holding the stick of a Patriots. No penalty called on that.
And definitely an embellishment on that one, so they're going to take them both.
Yeah.
I mean, he completely deserved the holding call down below the red line. I think even he would agree with that one, but Zanana with the retaliation winds himself in the box as well.
So we get the calls here from Gideon.
Roadrunners penalty, number 63, Jackson Stumblefield, 2 minutes for slashing. And Patriots, number 9, Jesse Zonana, 2 minutes for slashing.
So I guess they just go with slashing for both. I thought might have been a little bit of a trip and an embellishment there, but either way, they'll cancel out each other's penalties, and we'll see if this remains a 5-on-4
with
or
that,
4-on-3.
your DBU Patriots are on the power play.
So it looks like those will just be matching penalties. No change to manpower on the ice, so it'll be 5-on-4.
Looks like they'll remain 5-on-4.
We'll keep it 5-on-4.
They do still have a little over a minute left to go on this power play.
So McKenzie moves it to Blue. Blue to Gressel. Gressel just funnels it low. One takes a bounce and dives behind the net. Dawson Blue gets knocked down. Puck is cleared.
That was a big hit. Blue going in there looking to knock him down. Maybe got a whole lot more than he was bargaining for on that.
Yeah, Source evading a check there from McKenzie. McKenzie had him lined up, but he hopped right around it. Now McKenzie has the puck. Carries to the neutral zone. Gets bumped off there by Source. Enough to slow down McKenzie for offsides. This one will come out to the neutral zone. 27 seconds to go here on the DBU power play.
Yeah, these refs really trying to maintain control of this game, and they're going to make whatever call is necessary to try and do that.
Yes. Feels like this started to get a little out of hand after that cross-check up to Caleb Ridings.
Looks like a
in the
couple
head
of
area.
warnings were dished out by the ref to the captains there.
So I'm sure we're getting close to a point where any extracurriculars after whistle could lead to misconducts with the way this one's starting to turn down. Referees in a close game ideally don't want to have to send players to the locker room, but if they're doing a bunch of extracurricular stuff, then they will, which I believe is what the warning was right there to the captains. The blue has it to Gressel. Gressel trying to touch that one in low. Bylansky has the puck and clears it for the Roadrunners. Just about through this 5-minute major penalty, DBU still finds themselves trailing by a goal under 10 minutes to go here in this game. Now back to even strength. Wilson comes out of the box after serving the major penalty by LeComte. Now a chance to go in the other way for UTSA on the other side of the red line. So this will be icing and will come down to the UTSA zone.
I'm not sure how many shots the Patriots got on that penalty, but I am sure it wasn't enough.
Not as many as they would have wanted, knowing that the fact that they had a 5-minute major penalty and couldn't cash in a goal.
Shots on goal for us still read 36, which I believe was the shot before the penalty. So on the scoreboard it reads there were no shots on that power play. Not sure if that's
quite true. I feel like that could be accurate. There were a couple times where they were trying to find shots with UTSA doing a good job getting in the shooting lanes, getting in the passing lanes to really take those away. As Ross's shot there gets through traffic, kicked away by Spracklin. Now poked up ahead, Mendez able to send that one to the neutral zone.
But according to the stat sheet here, that was the first shot since Dawson Blue's goal earlier.
Garibovic on the forecheck, trying to take the puck away. Gets tied up there. Stepping in to help his source for UTSA. Hilliard wins the puck for the Patriots. Trying to center it. That one is taken away. Too many Roadrunners in the way. Now galloping through the neutral zone. UTSA looking for a centering feed. Madrigal gets a stick on that. And that one, Madrigal coming way out. Kicks that one out.
Big save, Madrigal doing his part to keep the Patriots in this game. Now they got to do their part in front of him to tie it up.
Yeah, deflected into no icing. Sally trying to move it to his teammate, rimmed around the boards. Now to Garibovic, has an edge. Garibovic racing in. Garibovic has the puck poked off his stick there by Nolan. Couldn't get a pass or a shot away on that as Nolan grabs that one down. Held in by Hilliard on the blue line, onside the linesman says. And now Harmon has the puck. Harmon turns it over to his own man. Ross fires it, standing up to glove that one, Spracklin. And it's now Zonana and Stubblefield come back out of the boxes. So maybe a welcome sight for DBU getting one of their better offensive players back on the bench.
And good to see Caleb Ridings out there taking the face-off for the Patriots. So good to know that he's at least decent enough to get back out there on the ice for the Patriots.
As he wins that face-off to Blue. Blue to the point to Ross. Going down to block that shot at UTSA. Sorelli sends it in low. Gressel to Ridings. Now the threes tie up. Ridings gets his man knocked down. Blue sweeps that one low. Gressel has it below the red line now in the corner. Moves it to Sorelli. Sorelli to Ross, point to point. Ross firing it, looking for a tip there. Ridings cutting for it. And now that one's deflected and stays out. Goal and chance there for Caleb Ridings on the
pass by one of their defenders there.
That was a bit of a shot pass there by Gressel, shooting it towards the lane, but not really for a shot and goal as much as a pass. And now that one off the rebound. Puck loose came out to Ridings. And Blue in front of the net trying to sweep up the loose puck, but covered by Spracklin. 7:16 remains here in the third period. UTSA holds on to a 4-3 lead. It's now an offensive zone face-off to the blocker side of Spracklin for the Patriots. Wilhelm lines up to take the face-off. UTSA has to call in for the backup. That Source that steps in, able to win that faceoff for the Roadrunners. Johnson has it, looking through traffic, standing up. Sprackman didn't quite see that the whole way. Now racing the other way, chance for Bloom. Bloom has it. Johnson, great back check.
Stick by Johnson as he eliminates that potential breakaway.
A good back check effort there by Johnson, taking away the angle of Jonathan Bloom, who's looking for his second of the game, but does a good job to not allow a shot or a pass on that, but instead just a puck to roll in on Madrigal to cover up. Now face off to the blocker side of Madrigal. UTSA holds it in the zone. Now Mendez looking for a cutter and Bloom there, tying up his stick. Johnson, another good defensive play for the freshman from Frisco, Texas. Now Bloom leaves it to Soares. Soares getting around Johnson, cutting through. And that one, Madrigal makes a save. Rebound comes out to the face-off dot. Madrigal gets over to cut that one down and holds under the puck for a whistle. Quite a few chances and shots thrown his way here in the last minute or so.
Weathering the storm so far, Patriots have been able to hold up wave after wave in this period. We'll see if they can keep it up and tie it going into late in this third period.
Hilliard able to win that faceoff, but turned over. Tried to funnel it low, UTSA, but blocked down. Gariba trying to break it up ahead. Turned over, Source has it. Looking to center that feed. Couldn't quite get it there. A couple white sweaters in the way. Now Mendez has the puck in the corner. Mendez spins away from pressure, holds onto it. Now moves it down low to Soares. Soares hit along the boards behind the goal. Ross able to now get to the puck and sweep it along to Garibovic. Garibovic trying to clear the zone. Bielinski keeps it in. Now Bielinski at the point has it. Gets hit along the boards there by Hilliard. Turns the puck over. Ross clears the zone. No icing, the referee or linesman says I think Nolan could have made a play on that. So Patriots able to mix in a change. Hilliard goes down. Now Nolan with the puck. Fires it right into the goal of Madrigal. He holds on as we near the final 5 minutes of this game.
Feels like the Patriots are almost surviving in this back half of the game. They need to be elevating their competitiveness, and this is probably something to do with the fact that they're undermanned and very tired at the end of this game. Now we're really going to see who's got the cardio to go the distance.
Yeah, this is where we can see the development of this team if they can find that extra gear to kick into here in the final frame, even though they're tired, to see if they can force an equalizer or at least put pressures. Gressel gets taken down and will draw a penalty on that. So great hustle play, being strong, holding onto the puck, draws a penalty, smiling knowing that he might have gotten away with the call there. And going to penalty box, Noah Doe.
They're gonna go up a man again, and hopefully on this one they can get some shots on goal.
So we lost our mic there on getting it. It died on him, so we'll give you the calls the rest of the way. Gressler gets hit along the boards. UTSA tries to clear the zone, held in by Zonana. Stick handling there, moves it to Wilhelm. Wilhelm knocks his man down, but still moving the puck out to the neutral zone is Harmon. Now Zonana with the puck, looking to build speed. Now Zonana through the neutral zone, works wide. Zonana fires it, that one goes off of the stick of a UTSA player. Maybe trying to do too much there on his own. Now Wilhelm has it. Patriots up a man looking for an equalizer. Leaves it for Blue. Now Blue moves it to Zonana. Zonana works along a faceoff dot, moves it to McKenzie at the point. McKenzie works low to Blue, looking for a one-timer there, but pass not quite there.
Yeah, some great puck movement by the Patriots, but yet again, it means nothing if they don't get it on.
Now Blue has it. Blue trying to feed Gressel, and the puck scores! Blue Gressel gets enough of that for it to cross the line, and the Patriots tie the game on the power play.
What a play to go over man-to-man, and a shot that doesn't quite connect, bounces around for a little bit. Maybe ref loses sight of it, players lose sight of it, goalie for sure loses sight of it as it slowly trickles from behind him and just slightly past that goal line before their defender is able to clear it out. Great eyes by the ref to watch that cross the line and call that a good goal, and we've got a tie game here in the third period.
So an unassisted goal there for Luke Gressel. Fired the shot out of midair, just batted it down, and got just enough of it to trickle past Spracklin. As you mentioned, David, nobody really saw the puck, but we could see from here the puck just made itself clear right on the edge of the blue paint, hoping that it had enough to cross the line.
And the momentum swing for the Patriots is already being seen as they take the puck into the offensive zone again.
So Gressel draws the power play for DBU, and he's the one that draws the equalizer. So really great effort here in the last minute or so by him. Cena has 2 goals in this game. He's on hat trick as well. Now Ian Johnson strong with the puck. Johnson fires it, gloved down by Spracklin. Can't quite hold on to it initially, but is able to recover.
About 3 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in this game, barring extra time.
Yeah, so tie game all of a sudden. UTSA with a slight shot lead, leading 47-44. Yeah, this has been about as equal of a game as we've seen it here in a while, where it's just neck and neck. Both teams are having their runs where they have the pressure, they're getting the goals, and now near the end of 60, we're dead even now in score. Sorelli turns it over. Ross does a good job to go back and chase the puck down, slows away from pressure. Moves it to Blue. Blue trying to feed up ahead. Gressel racing. Good hustle there. Negates icing. But then turns the puck over to Nolan. Now Nolan pressured by Ridings. Nolan does a good job to rim it along the boards. Patriots able to knock down that breakout pass. Sorelli gets to it and sends it back in the UTSA zone. Nolan collects behind his net. Looking to set up the breakout for UTSA. Nolan with the puck. Moves up ahead to Mendez, I believe that is. Now works wide. Robs around the net, looking for someone in front. Madrigal cuts that one down. Mendez was looking for number 18, Thad Bylansky in front of the net, but Madrigal taking away that angle off the post.
Yeah, lots of pushing and shoving going on before the whistle, after the whistle. These two teams, you can definitely tell the energy and the atmosphere. It's a tight game.
Yeah, tight, and not just tight game, also intense game. We didn't quite have this energy to start the period, but as it's gone equal here. Some heavy hits, some penalties in the third period. The intensity has really built up, and both teams know the importance of this final 2:51. Patriots able to win that defensive zone faceoff. Johnson clears out of the zone. Trevino moves it up ahead. Bloom has it. Top line out there for UTSA. Bloom with the puck, looking to center it in the slot. Nobody home. Zonana able to get to it momentarily. Mendez sweeps that one on Madrigal. Puck at the feet of Sally. Does a good job to get it to the boards. Now at the point, Trevino has it. Madrigal able to get enough of that to keep it out. Now Wilhelm to Zonana, to McKenzie. Logan McKenzie into the UTSA zone. On the backhand trying to get it in front. That one's cut down. Now Mendez trying to move it up ahead. McKenzie has the puck poked off his stick by Soares. UTSA collects in the neutral zone. Now spinning away, Bloom. 3-on-2 now for UTSA developing. Bloom fires it. That one's blocked down. Drop for Mendez. Madrigal makes the save and comes out of the neutral zone. Madrigal, good save there. That's the three most dangerous players for UTSA. We're all right in front of him. He keeps this game even. Now UTSA sends this in as it was deflected, so no icing. Sally back to retrieve the puck. This is being pressured there by Stubblefield. Turns it over. Good stick there by Dawson Blue. Sally having trouble with the pressure of Stubblefield. Now the two of them tie up along the boards in the corner. Johnson also ties up with Devereaux. And now intercepted by McKenzie. McKenzie trying to move to the neutral zone. Unable to control the pack, Stubblefield. That gives Blue a chance to get to the puck. He sends it in low. Now UTSA likes to rim it around. Riding's tripped, no penalty called. Patriots offside as Ridings wasn't quite back into the neutral zone, and it was touched by Gressel. So minute 3 to go. We have a tie game. The intensity just keeps building in this one, David.
Yeah, it absolutely does. We've got, as you said, a minute left to go in this third period. And honestly, with them going back and forth, I'm not sure who's going to pull this one out.
We might be in for some bonus hockey here if nobody's able to net one here in this last minute and 3 seconds. UTSA with the right start to get the winner as they win that face-off. They have possession of it. Now Ross in the defensive zone has it, rims it around to Blue. At the feet of Blue, he's able to try and clear the zone. Now Ridings picks up the puck. Skating with speed, Ridings has his stick knocked out of his hands. And it comes loose in the slot. Blue fires, and that one is blocked by Lansky. Got in the shooting lane there to take away a chance for Dawson Blue cutting in the slot. And Ross is pressured all the way back to his own defensive zone. Now has the puck, banks along the boards to himself, a good play. Ross enters the zone. Ross trying to get around the defender, works low. Now the puck goes all the way to the far corner, just 22 seconds to go in this one. UTSA looks to carry the other way. Now Mendez has the puck knocked away from him. Patriots send it down the ice. On this one, no icing.
About 10 seconds left
So
to go in the
Nolan
period.
back to get it. He sends this one around. DBU forced to let that one go, or else it would have been a too many men penalty. And as time winds down in the third period, an even equal game through 60 minutes, we don't have a winner decided, so we're going to get some 3-on-3 hockey here. First overtime we've had it here in Dallas.
Well, I mean, I got to tell you, no matter which way this game goes, it has been a phenomenal night for Pono Madrigal. I don't think anyone will argue with that statement. He has certainly been the player of the game for the Patriots so far.
Yeah, he's kept DBU in this one, making some key saves, especially late in that third period as UTSA put the pressure on DBU. And he's helped get his team at least even through the period as DBU raced a 2-goal deficit with goals from Dawson Blue and Luke Gressel. So that's line for DBU doing a good job. So the one line now without a goal is Hilliard, Kinsella, and Grievich. Do we see him at the overtime winner, David?
Maybe, but like I was mentioning before the game started, these guys just can't score at home. I haven't seen it. I won't believe it until I see it. These guys are road champions. They've been scoring all of their goals while we're not broadcasting them. So maybe it's a superstition thing, but I certainly hope they can put one in the back of the net here in this fourth period.
Yeah, and a little fun fact for you, David. The last overtime game that we've had here in Dallas, home game for DBU, was the night Luka Doncic got traded to the Lakers. There's a little connection and significance with that date. It was February 1st, 2025, the last home game where Buddy Barrett netted the overtime winner against Arkansas to complete a 4-2 comeback in that game to win 5-4.
We did have an overtime game that ended up going into a shootout.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Texas
Tech.
That
I forgot
night
about
we
that.
were here.
So that was
Easy to forget. We were here until 1 a.m.
And we were here until 2 a.m. Didn't get until 1:30. So we'll have an earlier inning with that. As Source has the puck, he's pressured by Zonana. Zonana, Wilhelm, and McKenzie out there to start this overtime for DBU. Zonana does a good job to take the puck away, moves it to McKenzie on the point. And McKenzie elects to retreat back. Recollects as he was pressured there by Source.
Yeah, the one thing about 3-on-3 hockey is it is much different from 5-on-5 hockey. You're not really trying to go for those risky plays. You're trying for possession.
Possession is key in 3-on-3 hockey. Now UTSA gets possession. They look to race the other way.
As you can see, when you get possession, there are opportunities all the time. There are chances for odd man rushes. There is just so much ice to spread out and use.
That one's turned over. Now cutting in front. McKenzie able to take that chance away before they were able to get shot away. UTSA. Now Source has it. He's pressured by Wilhelm. Source gets around Wilhelm. Zonana coming in to take the angle away, able to block that and send it out of play. So we'll get a face-off here in the DBU defensive zone. A minute gone by in overtime here. No quality danger chances yet.
Yeah, and like I was saying, this game is all about possession. It's going to be the team who's able to handle the puck, make good tape-to-tape passes, make clean plays, keep possession, and spread out and really use the space that they have on this ice that's going to bring it home.
Yeah, it was a key face-off here in their defensive zone. DBU will want to win it to get possession here, not give UTSA a chance in the offensive zone. As Ridings is just that to McKenzie.
Yeah, face-offs very important in 3-on-3 hockey.
And McKenzie looks to set up here. Has Ridings and Blue out there with him. Dawson Blue with the puck. Enters the UTSA zone. Tries to funnel it towards McKenzie. Not quite in his reach there. Now UTSA sends it back to get possession. With the puck, Grenier.
Oh, it's like
Grenier
a
has
chess
it.
match between the two teams, both of them not wanting to make a mistake. Neither of
Bloom
them giving an
slows down.
inch.
Riding's able to take that puck away, but Grenier, good play to get back to get possession for UTSA. And now DBU has control of it as Grenier goes to the bench. So one fresh skater out there for UTSA as McKenzie has the puck. McKenzie trying to work around a couple defenders, turns it over. Riding's good job takeaway. Caleb Riding's game on his hand. And Joe Sprackland flashes leather there to rob Caleb Ridings of the game-winning goal, and we play on.
A big moment there for Ridings, a great opportunity, and Sprackland has the answer.
Yeah, great save there. He's also notably been sharp in this one. We talked about Madrigal earlier, but Sprackland's been tremendous for UTSA, as he's been all season. Now Wilhelm is back out there now with Bradley and Ross. Game before senior night for Marley Ross tomorrow night. You won't want to miss that as we honor and celebrate him. But for now, the Patriots are looking to get the next goal in this one to win it. Now looking for a cutter in front. Zonana, good job to pressure the puck away. Now Ross has it in the neutral zone, moves it up ahead to Wilhelm. Wilhelm with the puck on his stick, has it bounced off, and now Mendez has it, turns it over to Ross. Ross now turns it over, and a breakaway chance here. Game on the stick. And it goes wide, and Madrigal makes the save. Madrigal robs Corey Devereaux of the game-winning goal, so now both goalies.
We saw Sprackland step up to deny Caleb Ridings, and now we see Madrigal step up here.
As if the game wasn't even enough, both goalies also now have a flashy, huge save to keep this one level. So now it's a matter of who's going to budge first.
Hey, you know, I mentioned most important thing in 3-on-3 hockey was possession. I'll actually take that back. I think goaltending might be a little bit more important.
It's now Mendez with it. Mendez goes all the way around, trying for a wraparound chance. Madrigal gets around to make the save, and the net comes off, so this one will be blown dead. So another defensive zone face-off here.
Madrigal using the wingspan, stretching out his legs for that one.
Yeah, former Patriot Jalen Mendez trying to deliver the heartbreaker against his former team. But Madrigal, the new Patriot goalie here after Jaden Mammon, keeps this one at bay. Now Nolan has the puck on the near point. Likes to work low in the corner. Now McKenzie's there to meet him. Nolan with the puck, spinning away from McKenzie. Looking to fire that one short side. That one goes off the outside of the net. McKenzie picks up the loose puck. 1:59 to go here in overtime, final 2 minutes. McKenzie races up ahead with speed. Logan McKenzie fires it. Sprackland gets enough of that to send it off to the corner. Patriots keep possession. And also notable in overtime, teams have the long change with their bench being on the attacking zone. So it's a lot harder to get changes. Now with 2-on-2, Dawson Blue has it. Funnels a backhand. Sprackland gets a piece of that to send it behind the goal. Puck is loose behind the UTSA net and poked ahead. Now Mendez has it. Mendez, the most dangerous UTSA player, skates with it. His teammates go for a change. Mendez gets around the stick check of Ridings. Now has it. Madrigal gets a blocker on that and sends that one in the netting behind the net, behind the goal with 1:21 to go here in overtime.
Mendez has already been showing why he's their points leader tonight, and there with another opportunity.
UTSA electing to use their timeout here, maybe to see if they can get their big guns some breath, see if maybe they can draw up a play here off a face-off win to see if they can find the game-winning goal.
Interesting that UTSA would be the team that uses the timeout here, as we know DBU shorthanded. I'll give them a much-needed rest here.
I mean, you have to give DBU credit fighting in this game to stay even with UTSA, also mounting a multi-goal comeback here in the third period against a good D2 UTSA team. They come in with 15 wins and 7 regulation losses and 1 overtime. DBU only has 7 wins coming into this one. So a valiant effort by a short bench here tonight. And now they just got to look to see if they can get one last goal to capitalize. And we'll see if we get a goal in this one, because the first overtime we had in this season against Tech, neither team was able to score in the overtime frame and went to shootout. But UTSA trying to draw up a play and get their guys a breather. DBU not really looking to draw up a play as much as just catch their breath on their bench. Both teams gridlocked in this one, and it's been an exciting one here tonight. The long anticipated return home has been well worth it as we've gotten a great game. And now the teams break from the benches, and we'll get set for a face-off. As you can see, former teammates Logan McKenzie and Jalen Mendez getting each other to chuckle. Now to the blocker side of Madrigal, fighting for possession. Wilhelm, a great play, strong on the face-off to hold the puck, and McKenzie steps in to take it away. Now McKenzie has it poked off by Source. Source takes the puck away. Zonana able to keep that one in. And then Zonana moves it to Wilhelm. Wilhelm tied up, trying to get possession of the puck. Does so, but comes out to the neutral zone. Zonana has to touch up. We're not in the last minute of overtime here. Taken away, Mendez has it, racing up ahead. Jalen Mendez gets an edge on Zonana, fires it, Madrigal holds onto that one, taking away the angles. He's now up to 51 saves here in this game.
Yeah, lots of chances. It's just going to be which one of these goalies breaks first, who's able to get it by them.
So last minute of 3-on-3 overtime. Neither team has found the winner yet. We have not had a hero in this game. But right now, Ridings, McKenzie, and Zonana out there for DBU, and Mendez, Nolan, and Source out there for UTSA. Ridings does a good job to win that faceoff. Ridings is a great guy on the faceoff dots. Leaves it to McKenzie, who takes his time working up ahead. Different pace here. Now McKenzie dangling, has the puck knocked off of his stick there. Now Nolan hustling to pressure Zonana.
Left in this period.
Zonana trying to hold on to the puck after a few stick checks there by Nolan. Gets knocked down in the corner. Nolan takes the puck away, goes to the opposite corner. Now 15 seconds to go. Source has the puck. It's met by Ridings. Calling for it is
10
Mendez.
seconds left to go.
Nolan has it, trying to move it up ahead. Madrigal,
Great play
good
by
alert stick.
5 seconds.
Good stick there to sweep that one away before
And
the
that'll
pass.
do it for
get to Source.
overtime.
And as you said, yep, David, that will do it. Deadlocked after another 5 minutes of 3-on-3. So now we will head to sudden death, or to a best-of-3 shootout. So we'll have 3 rounds where it'll be just a skater and goalie. Whoever has the most goals out of those 3 rounds will be the winner in tonight's game. And if it's still tied after those 3 rounds, then teams take chance with just one sudden death penalty shot round. So curious to see who DBU likes to go with here for the penalty shots here. But we saw Madrigal and Joe Sprockley giving each other a little blocker fist bump here, respecting each other and what they've done so far, as they've been tremendous for their teams.
As it looks like Zonana will go out for the Patriots.
We'll see if the Patriots want to go first or second. Austin Fowler elected to go second here, so they're giving UTSA a chance to give themselves the upper hand and put the pressure on DBU. DBU wants to know what they have to try and get here in the shootout. So this will be Corey Devereaux, the sophomore forward with 12 goals on the season, who goes first for UTSA. Devereaux picks up the puck, works down the middle. Devereaux on his forehand goes backhand and scores. No goal.
No.
Looked like he had Madrigal beat 5-0.
Sits on it. Oh, on the line there. As Madrigal moves out of the way, we're able to see just how close that puck was from going in.
Yeah,
but he keeps it out.
From our vantage point, it looked like he beat Madrigal 5-0.
It's like Tyson Wilhelm.
Now Wilhelm will be out there for DBU, trying to give DBU the advantage in the shootout. Now works down with speed. Wilhelm right down the throat of the faceoff and scores! Tyson Wilhelm puts DBU up 1-0 in the shootout with speed. Just full-on attack Spracklin, is able to bury that one for DBU in the first round of the shootout. Now Travis Source is taking his turn. He elects to go the route down the middle. Travis Source trying to fake out Madrigal, and a good poke check there by Pono Madrigal. Sweeps that one away before they can get a chance. And now the captain, Logan McKenzie, with a chance to win. If the Patriots score here, they will win the game. And Logan McKenzie looking to complete the comeback for DBU in this one. So waiting for the signal, he gets it. McKenzie working slow, picks up the puck. Now McKenzie going slow down the middle of the ice. McKenzie fakes it, fires, and can't get it off his backhand. That one stays out, so a breath of life still for UT San Antonio, but a save here from Madrigal does win it. So a chance to complete a stellar night and close the book on tonight's chapter with the save here.
Oh, that is just heartbreaking for McKenzie. He executes the deke to perfection, gets the goalie to bite, and the puck just slides over his stick, and he's not able to get it on the net.
All right, now Jalen Mendez, the former DBU Patriot, works wide, works slow, and Madrigal gets a piece of that, saves it, and the Patriots complete the comeback as Pono Madrigal is DBU's knight in shining armor in tonight's game.
Absolutely. I mean, coming up 3-0 against all three shooters in the shootout and absolutely saving the Patriots in multiple occasions throughout this game. He is certainly the MVP for the Patriots tonight.
And the Patriots complete the comeback, down by multiple goals in that third frame. Goals by Dawson Blue and Luke Gressel get it to overtime. Neither team able to get a goal. And we're going to take a pause as the teams, or as DBU and Jackson Stubblefield meet for a post-game prayer in center ice. So we'll take a pause and we'll have to close this one for you. So Patriots complete a comeback here, short-handed, short bench against a very tough opponent. They find themselves getting their multi-goal comeback here in this one, and Madrigal perfect 3 for 3 in the shootout gets DBU the win against really three dangerous guys for UTSA.
What an electric night for both teams here. Lots of offense, lots of shots, lots of chances, very entertaining. Two teams that are so evenly matched, and I think the best part about it is we get to come back and see it again tomorrow night.
Yeah, tonight was fun, and we'll have even more of that tomorrow night. And tomorrow night is also senior night, so we'll be celebrating Marley Ross and all of his accomplishments to get to this point, as he's the only senior in his class that made it all the way to senior year. So a great accomplishment for him, and we'll have more on that tomorrow, more for you. We'll have some interviews with Marley Ross and a couple graphics for you on the broadcast, as well as a little pregame ceremony. But let's wrap this up, David. What did we see tonight?
Well, we saw a lot of great puck movement from UTSA. That's for one. We saw lots of shots, lots of chances, lots of saves. I mean, probably the biggest thing in this game was how on top of the game both of the goalies came out from this game. I mean, neither goalie should be hanging their head after this game. Pono played phenomenal, but even the goalie for the Roadrunners, I mean, he came out there and he got the job done. I mean, you tell me that man is 40 years old. He didn't look it between the pipes there tonight.
Yeah, Madrigal ended up getting 51 saves on 55 shots, as we see on the scoreboard. And Joe Spracklin, the goalie for UTSA, he had 44 saves on 48 shots here in this one. So really just a tremendous goalie duel. Even though we have such a high score, both teams had such quality chances that goalies stood on their heads to keep their teams in this game. And ultimately it's Madrigal who's able to make the extra save here in the shootout that gives DBU the win. So a couple goals from Gressel, as well as goals from Zonana and Blue are the scoring for DBU. And then Tyson Wilhelm gets the shootout goal that is the winner for DBU. Mm-hmm. And for UTSA, the former Patriot, the leading scorer for the Roadrunners, Jalen Mendez, he netted 2 in his homecoming back here in Dallas. I believe it's his first time playing DBU since he went to UTSA, since the games got canceled last year, as well as Jonathan Blom, the Dallas native. He gets a goal in his homecoming game. And Joshua Lacombe, before he gets ejected, gets a goal. So be curious to see how that carries over tomorrow, if he'll have a target on his back following the hit on Caleb Ridings along the boards in that third period. And thankfully Caleb is okay, so I'm sure he'll probably wake up sore tomorrow, but he's able to get back in this game and help get his team to win. So real quick before we close this one out, David, I'll let you take the hand on this. Give us our 3 stars for tonight's game.
I mean, absolutely number 1 star here. We'll split this. We'll split this because I got to give number 1 star. I've been preaching it all night. Pono Madrigal. Absolutely.
I'll give the second star of the game to the man that they call Grug, number 14, Luke Gressel, really turning up the score, and he had 2 goals in this one, including the game-tying goal for the Patriots that got them into overtime. And then, David, if you want to close this out with the third star.
Yeah, definitely Jalen Mendez. I mean, he's got the most points on their team for a reason. He showed out today. Every time he had the puck, he was moving it well. He had great offense, tape-to-tape passing, a number of hard shots out there. So definitely got to give the third one to him. But be interesting to see what these 2 teams do as they match up again tomorrow night. And that'll be the next time we convene with you guys.
Yeah, so it was a long, tough game for both teams. I'm sure exhausting on both sides. So we'll get the chance tonight to go home and rest. We'll all get the chance to go home and rest as well as you guys. And if you're in the Dallas area, we'd love to have you out to the game. It'll be at 211 Cowboys Parkway in Irving, Texas at 8:15 p.m. if you're in the area. Free admission, free parking. And as you saw in the broadcast tonight, it was really just a tremendous entertaining game, so you won't want to miss it tomorrow night. But if you're not able to make it, we will have the broadcast for you here.